All right, welcome back to episode 9 of the Brewhouse podcast.
There, dude. It's freaking
We're now joined with two guests, Seth Soukup and Josh
Hendrickson.
Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Is right. So
Is this the first guest you've had outside of?
outside the gym,
gym,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh, man.
That's
awesome.
Everyone should know who Seth is. We had him on already.
Recurring guest.
Yes. Josh, do you want to kind of introduce yourself, kind of explain who you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Josh Hendrickson, I know Seth through Strongman. I'm a Strongman competitor, gym owner up in Pittsburgh, PA. I come down here for work, so that's how I know Seth, Alec, all those guys. So that's how I got introduced to Brewhouse, and so it's nice when I come down here for work. I come down like once a quarter. You know, have like an awesome gym, especially Strongman. You guys, we do all this like weird, crazy shit. So it's hard to like find a log and a rock and some weird shit like that. You know,
Some
when you're in the middle of
bags,
nowhere,
yeah.
Oklahoma. So I'm just fortunate to have it down here. But yeah, I'm a father of two and gym owner, and yeah.
What's your
Strongman.
gym called in Pittsburgh?
What's that?
What's your gym called?
580 barbell.
580 barbell.
580.
Yeah, so we
barbell.
just passed our 5-year anniversary a couple months ago.
Congrats.
Best business
Congrats,
decision.
man.
You open a gym in the middle of COVID. You know, great decision. But it worked out really well. It was crazy.
We just hit our 1 year as new owners.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
We will be in April, but like I guess technically.
Well, the
How-
company started in December.
Yeah.
How long has Brewhouse been open though?
2016.
2016.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got to have a huge 10-year party this year.
Technically, I
Yeah,
guess.
Technically-
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could.
because
Technically,
Brewhouse, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys.
This
are the
also
owners,
used to
but
be called the 405 barbell. That's
No.
why I
Oh,
thought it was
really?
interesting that was
Dude,
580
wait.
barbell.
Well, you know what's
yours.
crazy?
That's
Wasn't it?
that's some
I thought it was
misinformation
before.
from
Yeah.
Caleb Pritchett.
I thought it was before.
Misinformation?
No,
Well,
No,
Pro 5
there
was a
there
different gym.
gym.
That was a different
Oh, and
gym.
then
They
they
moved
came
a lot
here.
of that.
A lot of
to
the
Brewhouse.
equipment.
That's
moved
right.
here.
That's
So
right.
Brewhouse.
Fake news.
So this used to be a brewery.
news.
Oh, really?
This building.
Wow.
And
that one. The go
Yeah.
up.
Oh.
it was used Coop, but it was called Brewhouse Brewery, and then obviously they changed
Yeah,
it
Brewhouse
to Brewhouse
Barbell is
Barbell.
a sweet name. It's funny because I am like a horrible businessman, but like I just like lifting, so that's why I opened a gym. And I started a gym. I hope I don't get sued because of this, but when I opened it, I didn't know for a year, but there's a gym like 5 minutes from here, and it's called 580 Barbell Club.
Oh,
and my gym
really?
is called 580 Barbell Club. So
Wow.
hopefully they don't
Same
sue
name.
me. It's a CrossFit gym more, but we're not like kind of in the same lane. But I literally have the identical name as a gym
no.
5 minutes from here.
Hopefully you're.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Dude, it's insane.
I think I've heard of that.
Because
Hopefully.
I didn't know, like the area code I guess is 580 here.
Right.
Yeah.
We did it because my gym, Seth's been to my gym
Yeah,
actually,
it's-
but above our landlords, we're in like a dungeon like basement,
Yeah, it's
and it's
freaking
huge. It's
cool.
nice. It's been a bingo hall since like 1960, and then the old people couldn't walk down the steps anymore, so it just became vacant, and we took it over. And but above us is an American Legion. I don't know if you guys know what that is, like a military drinking club, and they're called post 580. So they're a Manaka American Legion post 580. And so I didn't really care what the gym was called. So we called it 580 Barbell after them. When I was signing the lease, the guy wrote our fictitious name as 580 Barbell on our envelope to sign our lease. Like, I guess you just named my gym.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. It kind of just organically happened.
Oh,
and now,
so you didn't name it yourself?
I didn't name it myself,
Oh,
no. I had no idea, and I think that shit's so hard to like think of a name, and it's like forever.
Yeah.
I think it's so crazy now because we have like 4 or 5 members now that have, or like 3 people that have 580 barbell tattoos, which is
Yeah.
crazy. So I'm like,
Sick.
dude,
Wow.
I'm like,
Some Brewhouse tags.
I'm like, what if I change the name? You guys are fucked.
Well, okay, so didn't you guys?
There's another
You
gym, don't
had a
worry.
gym before.
We
that.
had an unnamed gym.
Yeah, you were as
Um,
part of a CrossFit gym.
Yeah,
right?
so my cousin, who's also like one of my best friends, we're the same age. We have 2 kids that are a month apart. They're best friends now, and like one of my best friends in the world. I'm like, the only reason we're a gym now is because he had a CrossFit gym. He started one when he was like 22. He's just an entrepreneur. He has a restaurant too, and he gave me like a 10 by maybe 20 space in the corner of his gym for me and my friends to fuck around in. And then we outgrew that, like just probably got like 10 or 12, 15 people doing strongman and powerlifting. And then I went to a garage, and my luck, the garage was across the street from the code enforcer from the town. So we pissed him off really bad. He's like a male Karen,
Oh,
and like
man.
called the cops on us like every day. And then I upgraded to a bigger 2-car garage in my uncle's, and we started getting like 15 people to show up, and we just outgrew it. And then 7,000 square foot gym, just it's awesome, man.
So do you guys focus on just powerlifting and strongman? Or
Yeah. We get Gen Pop people, but like what I learned with owning a gym is like I put all my effort and money into the people that are the most passionate about it.
Yeah.
And then like if Gen Pop people want to come, it's funny because you guys probably know too, like these gyms get like the worst rap ever, you know? Like, cause, oh man, it's big. I mean, look at Seth. I'd be fucking scared of him too if I was walking down the street. Same with the but like, it's funny because it's the complete opposite. You go to a commercial gym and a lot of people are stuck up and it's like headphone culture where everyone has their headphones on, which I hate. And everyone's like standoffish. And then you come here and everyone would help you and everyone's so nice, but the public eye is the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Because everyone here was that novice that trained their ass off, and now they're a world level guy like Seth or Alec or whoever, and they're willing to help you because they were in that spot before.
Right.
So I think a lot of Gen Pop people would benefit from coming to a gym like ours because my gym's very similar to your guys. Like, if someone's doing a big lift, everyone crowds around and cheers for them, and it's just like a family. It's more of a family.
That's what we say, because if you do that in a commercial gym, you're going to get bad looks. People are going to be like, yeah, take that somewhere else.
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Like, we don't want that here.
It's completely opposite.
You know what I think kind of made the market that way was the commercial gyms. I mean, let's just be honest. The ideal gym member never
don't
shows
show
up,
up.
right?
Yeah.
So
Planet Fitness fucking nailed it.
literally, Planet Fitness, their entire model is how can I get somebody in who's never going to show up and get them to
still
pay
pay.
a membership.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's cheap enough that they won't cancel it, but you're targeting a clientele that just they're not going to show up to that.
Yeah.
So that's
It's like-
that's what the commercial gyms do.
If
where it's
every
like,
person showed up for Planet Fitness and one day you literally wouldn't be able to fit them in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Because they literally, I think I saw a thing. It was like Planet Fitnesses are profitable at like 10,000 members.
yeah.
But they go off that high volume because they
that's
spend
what
so much
Crunch
money
does.
initially opening the gym. Like I know the Planet Fitness by us just closed down, but they were paying almost 20 grand a month in rent.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
When I was talking
Yeah.
to Alfredo, because he's assistant manager or something like that at Crunch, and I asked him how many members he has, and he said 10,000, and his one location
That's
at
insane.
UConn, and I was just like,
Yeah, and it sucks
brother.
for us
They-
because
they-
like, how many members do you guys have, if you don't mind saying?
Probably close to 170.
Okay. So I'm like, I hover right about like low hundreds, but some days it's busy. So like our gym model, like you can't have 600 members because we show up.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, people cancel like crazy because it's a little bit of a higher tier dollar value, and if they're not going to show up, they're not going to pay it. So
Right.
like,
Yeah.
and everyone shows up.
Our Wednesdays
So-
get
What
kind
happens
of.
here?
Our Wednesdays, like universally, like almost everyone's rest day.
Oh, same
Where
with
it's,
us,
like,
dude. That's
always, like,
hilarious.
dead.
Super
Yeah, I
empty.
go in and clean on like Wednesdays and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
everything like
it's
that.
empty on Wednesdays. It's funny.
Seth
Yeah.
will come in, I'm like, hey, is anyone? He's like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sundays I feel like are busier than Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
it's
are.
weird.
Saturday mornings are real busy. I love
Saturdays
it.
mornings are by
Yeah.
far
So-
busiest.
somehow Friday evenings usually aren't too bad here, but yeah, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is just packed.
Tuesday.
Tuesday and
Tuesdays
Tuesdays
Thursday.
are packed.
Because
now.
Tuesdays is everyone's deadlift day.
Yeah, it seems like it is. I
It
don't
was
know
funny
why,
because when I started here, I used to deadlift Mondays, and everyone deadlifted Monday. So I switched to Tuesday. Now everyone deadlifts Tuesday.
If you switch to Wednesday, I will be deadlifting with you.
Yeah, well, training at a commercial gym, you got to watch out because, like, if there's a lot of women, there's no leg equipment because they do leg day like at least 3 times a week. So you go to those.
Dude,
and it's
what's
like,
wild is like I've always just trained. Like I love training. I've trained since I was like 18. That's when I got introduced to it. But so I had a kid come down there today. This is maybe like a month ago, and he's like, "Man, I love the gym. He just said only positive things." And he's like, I can't join though because you don't have a big female base. And I'm a single dude, and I go to the gym like, I'm like, how fucking creepy
Yeah.
for girls. And like I've never had that line of thinking. I mean, I'm married
Yeah.
now, but like even when I was single in the gym, I never went in to try to like chase pussy. I'm there to fucking train my ass
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me, like that shit, like that's like satire to me. Like it's
Yeah.
like comedy.
Yeah.
And I laughed in his face. I thought the dude left. Like he
probably
never
think they're kidding
joined.
too.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because I mean it's true. That's why some people go to these basic commercial gyms
Yeah.
because there's way more women.
How fucking scary to be a woman
That's
though.
why you
Like,
guys
Yeah,
lost that-
exactly.
That's also why our oldest member is not even 40. You know? Like, all the
I have
old
some
guys
older.
are
I have
like,
some
"Oh."
older guys,
They're all
which is
gone.
cool. Like, I've kind of grown all older members like organically. Like a grandma, I used to coach like in person, like kids wrestling team, and then a girls like they all had little sisters, so I started coaching them. And like a grandpa will come in and see like me pulling like 600, and he thinks it's cool, and then like he joins, and now he does like his first ever strongman comp at 72 years old.
Oh,
That's
man.
sick.
Like
that's
that shit's
awesome.
so.
That's
That's just
sick.
something that
I
fires
love-
me
I
up.
love
Yeah.
What is our oldest member? What is your guys' oldest member?
Our oldest member, he canceled because he was no, he was like going to a gym with his other trainer. He had a trainer somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
But he was 50. I had a client who was 60 who was like getting into powerlifting.
See, I got 2 clients in their 50s.
Yeah, but like our member who we don't train, dude, the oldest is probably like 38 or something.
I have a
Same-
guy.
that sounds
I have a
right.
I have a member named Phil, and he's 71. Still actively competes in powerlifting. Recently pulled 585. At 71. At one, he's probably like a 90 kilo. Probably competes, but like doesn't cut or anything.
Yeah.
He does powerlifting America, and that's so awesome because like. It's really cool. Like no one here would know Beaver County, Pennsylvania, but we're like a small county outside of Pittsburgh, and we were the hub of powerlifting when powerlifting had that first initial, before gear was a thing, like multiply and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like they had suits, but they didn't really do anything. They were like singlets now. You probably get more out of like a tight A7 sleeve now than they did like their singlets.
Yeah.
But he was there in the hub of it all. They hosted like national meets were there, world records,
Yeah.
like all these like top level guys. Like you guys have that poster in your bathroom, the history of powerlifting.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's like 8 guys on that list from my small hometown.
Oh, wow.
So my county has a huge history in strength training, and it's cool to talk to someone like that like they're at like YMCA or AAU nationals for powerlifting back in the day and can like share all those stories with
Dude
you.
knows John powerlifting, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He knows
yeah,
Mr. Powerlifting.
Yeah.
it's funny that like fucking Chief Keef or something will be playing. And I'm like, what is he thinking right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this dude was like lifting to like Frank Sinatra like 50 years ago. Now he's listening to fucking Chief Keef. I'm like, what the fuck's going through his brain right now? You know, like he's a grandpa. So, but like I try to train with him because he's like just one of those guys, like an invaluable training partner because he's been around. He's 71 years old.
Yeah.
And if he shows up late, I call him. And he goes, why do you always, he won't cuss. Very religious guy. And I shouldn't cuss too, but hey Josh, he's had a really nerdy voice. Why do you call me every time? I go, Phil, I'm wondering if you're dead. You're 71, you're 10 years, you're 10 minutes late. I'm like, I got to check up on you, dude. Like you can die anytime. But like it's so cool to see older guys like that train hard. Like, so he had a heart attack mid-training session like 3 months ago, and he knew he's an AFib, and he finished his deadlift session and then went to the hospital. And couldn't train for a month. He had a heart attack.
That's
God.
crazy.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
he
so that's why I
finished
gotta call you, Phil. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's
That,
just
that beats
awesome.
our Albie story.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Did
had
you
a-
hear that one?
What is it?
So we had a
Albie.
guy named Albie who
He was a wild dude.
yeah, he passed away, but he's our longest going member, so he's been here since 2016. And this dude came in with like a hospital bracelet on and had staph infection, but checked himself out of the hospital to come squat.
He had a staph infection on his back.
It was on
Yeah.
his back.
Yeah, it was like a
And he was squatting, still squatted, then went back to the hospital.
Yeah, he went back to the hospital. He's, I'll probably get some more antibiotics. I'll probably come
I kind of
bench
respect
later.
that, but
Yeah.
that's also gross as fuck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Like,
we're talking about too.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think we'd let that today.
There's like a
Walkers
fine.
right
There's like a fine line.
Oh,
like a
dude,
staph
the
infection's
stuff that used to
bad.
go on in here. Oh my goodness.
You should listen to or we'll talk a little bit about it, but like just the stories that like old brew is so funny.
Yeah, yeah.
People were doing the nastiest things.
Oh, dude, it's
They were doing each
hilarious.
other.
Yeah, people were having sex
yeah.
in the gym,
Like
but,
in the back.
There used to be a couch out there.
Oh,
with
really?
The cast.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
Because I remember when I asked that, and Seth, I was like, yeah, the casting couch. I just thought it was just a leather couch.
Yeah.
And Seth's like, no, do you want to know how it got its name? I was like, okay, well, that's crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
the barbell club I trained at before, I used to drive like 40 minutes to a club because, like, you know, they're hard to find. Like, not people like in your area, and like I know it's same with us. Like, people in our area take us for granted that do strength sports, and I'm sure it's the same in OKC because there's people that travel for my gym for an hour. I mean, it's the same with you guys with like some of your college kids that come on the weekends. Like they value your gym.
30 minutes away.
But the gym I used to go to, the owner kept finding cucumbers with condoms on them in the bathroom.
No.
And this is a true story. And he found, a member found a Craigslist ad for a dude that was paying to shove cucumbers up other guys' asses in our bathroom at the gym. And
That's the most
inside the
Brewhouse
gym.
thing
Yeah,
I've ever heard.
they're kind of using like the gym as like a barbell club. Like you could probably sneak in without like getting caught.
Charge 'em
They're
rent.
just using the bathroom
You
for.
gotta charge 'em rent.
Oh no!
Yeah. So they're finding fucking condom cucumbers in the
The
bathroom.
fact that they just left.
Yeah, like I feel like
I
I would like cover up
Like,
my
I want
work. Like
somebody to
just throw it in the
find this.
dumpster outside at least.
Yeah.
Like
They wanted you to
Shit.
find it, dude.
But yeah.
It's like leaving an ad. He's just
Yeah.
like, you want this?
yeah.
Family
Find
Barbell
me.
Club.
So, yeah.
He left his phone number on the cucumber. Just
Well, did you know
Maybe.
the owner was subleasing the bathroom to that guy?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on in this room, to be honest?
Yeah.
Blake, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like, you guys have owned for, like, a year now. It's, like, it's so crazy to look at, like, the history of your gym. Like, you guys will look at it in 5 years. Like, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, oh, I remember in, like, 2026 when this happened, and it's be 2031, which doesn't feel like a real year, but, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it comes so fast.
So weird, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, imagine when you're in, like, high school, and you
Yeah.
would see, like, 2026 on a calendar. You're like, that's not fucking real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
insane. like, how
2025
quick
was
time
just the
goes.
future.
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
about Black Ops 2. I was
2015.
like a kid at 12 playing a video game, and it's just like 2025. I was like, oh, dude, this is crazy. That's how it's gonna be then.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I'm here now, and I'm like, this is
Isn't
whack.
it 2025 like Black Ops 2?
Yes,
Like,
that's whenever Black
yeah.
Ops 2 started.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
futuristic and like
Halo is like 2,150, and it's gonna be like almost 2,100. We're gonna be like, wow. 50
That's my
years
goal
from
to live to 2100.
If I could,
Because I'll be 106. I want to just like say like I've made it to the fucking turn.
that'd be wild.
Like I think that'd be so awesome.
I just
Like,
want to make it to the 2070s.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're at a time,
Yeah.
but fuck. Yeah, dude.
become
Being
Olympian.
100 would be pretty cool. I mean, I was born in 2000, so I mean,
Yeah, you can make it.
2100
Yeah.
would be kind of cool.
I saw one post was like, in 100 years, it'd be year 3000, and you'll reach it.
You just scroll back up. Wait a minute.
How old are you, Josh?
32.
You're 32.
Just turned 32. Yeah, last week.
Yeah. How long have you been coming around here?
2 years maybe.
Two.
2-3 years.
Yeah.
I kind of came like a lot more intermittently. So I work in oil and gas for my full-time job. I work in like health, safety, environmental. So like I work with the state. I work for a private company, but my job is basically like make sure we're doing everything legally. So my master's degree is in legal studies, but a focus in safety. So I've been doing safety for 10 years now, and yeah, so I started coming down intermittently just to help, but now I'm like, this is technically my region, but we only have one location, so I come down once a quarter.
Me and Kayla both work in the oil field.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
What'd
Well,
you guys
I'm
do?
Well, I'm an oil and gas accountant.
Oh,
like,
okay,
I work
nice.
for a company called Impact here. EQV is
Okay,
another sub
nice.
company.
Yeah, I work on the drilling side, so
Okay.
we make the drilling fluid that
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
in the
yeah.
ground.
I do soil farming.
Okay, nice.
Permitting soil farming.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Have
It's,
you been coming to this gym the whole time? Or?
Yeah. I think I met Seth. So like
2023.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
ask. Like, when did you guys meet?
2023, I got introduced him in I was at nationals
Yeah.
coaching. I won nationals, so I won the national championship in 2022.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And for I compete in the 80 kilo class. I guess I could include all this shit when you ask me.
Is that OSG or?
No, that's
No,
so
no,
that's
no.
Strongman Corporation.
Strongman?
Yeah.
So that's like the federation that you guys hosted. So in Strongman in America, there's like 2 feds.
So
It's
that's
not like,
what you're gonna do.
That's what I'm doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like powerlifting has a ton of federations, and it's always
Yeah.
been that way since
It's
for 20
the worst.
years plus.
Yeah.
It's hard, like, because you try to say like I'm a national champion, but it's like okay. Some federations are much bigger than others.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
dad could legitimately probably win a national championship in strongman like next year, and he's never lifted because you could just go to one where no one else competes.
Yep.
And there's so many different subdivisions. You're like 60 plus with sleeves, but not elbow
100
sleeves.
kg
And,
Yep.
class.
you know, and then like
band.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
band.
Yeah.
so it's just like my first love was
Quick
powerlifting.
class.
So it's, but yeah. So Strongman Corporation is what I've always competed in. I do USS too, but I'm the state chair. for
That's
Strongman
where we
Corp.
met. Is at
Yeah. So one of my training partners, Frawley, introduced me.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
both super heavyweights competing against each other.
Yeah, he competed at 20.
Yeah. So that's how I met Seth, and then I remembered him saying he was from this area, so I hit him up, and then probably like 2.5 years.
Nice.
So it's dude, it's like I said, it's such a blessing when you travel, because I've traveled to these like places in the middle of nowhere, and I end up training in some dude's garage. And he's got 2 German shepherds, and it's 7 in the morning, and I'm trying not to wake his kids up while doing Atlas stones. It's like, so being out of somewhere where, because like we're 30 days out from the Arnold, and so like my training that would suck. If I had to go like a commercial gym right now, I'm prepping for a log, a circus, frame, power stairs, all the shit that you guys have. That it's just like I know Brewhouse will have that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
What do you
I
think
work
of
like
the
an hour down the
transformation
road.
so far?
What's that?
What do you think of the transformation?
It's amazing.
So far?
You can definitely tell you guys. Like I always treat my gym like I just keep putting money into it. I mean, I'm in a fortunate situation. I don't try to make a living off my gym, which not a good business decision, I guess.
No,
but like,
I'll be
neither do
being
any of
realistic.
us,
Like,
really.
yeah, we make no money right
Yeah,
now, unless they're training clients or have like
and
anything
well,
like
that's
that.
the thing. You can make. I've made a lot of, I guess, like income because of the gym.
Yeah.
I'm a coach. So I coach for First Called Strength, which Andrew Clayton started. He's won World's Strongest Man in 2 different classes 3 times. I think 3 or 4. He won 105s twice.
What
and then
other-
won the. No, he didn't win the Supers, did he?
No, yeah.
He won the Supers one
Yes,
year.
he did win Super.
So he won the Open, which now you would basically go to World's Strongest
Strongest
Man, but at the
Man.
time you didn't.
He went to the Giants live.
He went to Giants Live, and he's had some injuries. and stuff.
Is that where he blew his knee
Yeah,
out?
yeah. So he started, and then I'm the only one that coaches with him. So I coach I almost have 30 clients full time now, which is a really good balance. So, I make money from that, and it's probably because of the gym.
Yeah.
But like all my money goes back into the gym. So I treat it a lot. Long way of saying I love the transformation, and you guys put. Like, you can tell, like, everything goes back in. I mean, you got fucking air now and shit like that. That's a big
Carpet.
one down here.
Oh
The-
my goodness.
Eventually, new floor.
Well, I need to get
your people that are in your gym are spoiled.
They're spoiled rotten. Well, last time when I was here, wasn't last time, but it was a couple times ago. I was training in the summer, and your guys their thermometer said like 96, and I sent it to my group chat of all my strongman guys. And I said, "You guys are spoiled fucking pieces of shit. Like fuck you guys all. These guys are in here, and they're some of the top level guys in the world. You guys have some of the best people in the world, like." Alec and Seth, Alfredo's really good. Jackie. Colton's like a really big strongman coach, and he's a very impressive athlete himself. And then your power lifters too. I forget what the young kid's name is. I think it's Chase.
Chase and Dylan.
Chase and Dylan are the.
I don't know which one it was. I think it was Chase. But I'll never forget. This is a story from Brewhouse. One of my first visits, I was sitting there. I was deadlifting. And there's a fucking kid next to me out pulling me. And I'm a pretty good deadlifter. I pulled 700 at 80 kilos.
Yeah.
With no straps. And
Nope.
I'm talking to this kid, and I'm like, "What do you do for work?" And he goes, "I'm still in school." I'm like, "Oh, where do you go to college?" High school. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna go shoot myself in the head." I just watched you squat 735.
Yep.
And it's funny, it's easy to take it for granted as gym owners because you guys see that shit all the time. And I see it at my gym too. Like someone that doesn't go to a strong gym, and they come down here and like, this is insane. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
This is a fucking
normal.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we call that brewflation.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it's like brewflation or whatever.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. But your guys' gym is so great, and I mean, you guys have only owned it for what, a year? You said, and
Yeah.
you can already tell. Ripping out that stupid ass turf was a really good move.
Yeah.
That's my worst
so
investment
right.
as a gym owner was turf.
Really?
My turf is in flawless shape, but the effort I go into to keep it, or I should say my dad. So my dad retired. He's always helped with the gym. I would not own a gym if it wasn't for my dad. And he just retired like a year ago. To be a full-time grandpa, and I think he just likes to get away from my mom a little bit. And so he works at the gym, and I pay him like under the table, and he just does everything now. But he every time someone like puts a divot in the turf, like he fixes it. But it's also a super expensive turf. But if I could go back, I would just do what you guys did and have the concrete.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it works really
There's
well.
no fucking point.
There's none.
And when you compete in strongman,
We don't ever
you
use
compete on
turf.
concrete.
Yeah.
Also, the reason like the turf was so bad is there's so many holes and it
Yeah.
just wasn't taken care of.
People were
properly.
See, that's the thing about my turf.
I almost got
splurged.
injured so many
Yeah.
times on
Yeah,
that turf.
like you doing
remember
yokes
one
and like
time Seth
tripping.
was
Because it was
doing-
only a turf that was like an 1/8 inch.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you just go to like Rural King or.
I remember
buy
Seth
that
was
shit.
doing some sort of pull, and he like slipped. He like punched the concrete, and I felt the ground like shake a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it made me so mad because we were doing the drag back, and the whole turf just
Started
gave out
coming
under.
And then there
Yeah,
you
I'd
see
be
like
pissed.
little holes that have like a bunch of glue sticking out. Like they
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
they put a
yeah.
weight on it.
Yeah.
And like I was doing backward sled walks once, and I like stepped in it and just completely went forward, and it literally felt like my knee like almost exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably like more of a liability for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like I spent I got the really expensive turf that has horse stall mats built in. So it has like an 1/8 inch stall mat. So it's kind of nice because our turf is like almost feels like you're on concrete or mats, like what we would compete on.
Yeah.
So it holds up really well, but it's 100 feet long, my turf, by 12 feet wide. So it's nice. But if I go back, I would just do concrete. Like
Yeah.
it's
So much easier
Yeah.
to upkeep.
Yeah.
it's so, much easier.
We've had a million different ideas on how to do it differently, and then it always ends up just coming back to like, just leave it concrete.
Yeah, just-
Yeah,
just fucking
yeah, you
leave
guys
it.
had a bunch of ideas and not bad, but it's just maintaining and like
Yeah.
the concrete is what we compete on anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only way is like maybe putting horse stall mats, but then it just kind of complicates all the strongman movements.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
just make it way too hard for you guys
Yeah.
just to move up and down. Like you guys are gonna get
Yeah.
like probably tripped up too, or just anything,
Yeah.
just slipping, whatever.
Mats move too when you drop like a heavy
Yeah.
frame on it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's hard for you guys too because you're like, even if you're not like an experienced strongman, you guys are dealing with some of like the strongest in the world. So your guys' idea of strongman is probably pretty like fucked up because everyone here is good.
Yeah.
Like so like like Seth's doing a 700-pound frame, like that's not normal.
Yeah.
But to you guys it is because you have some of the strongest people in the world. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, the coolest thing you guys did, and it's honestly something I might steal, is the banners.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's so cool. Like, I wouldn't hang one for myself, like winning nationals, but like we had a lady win the Arnold for powerlifting like,
Oh, yeah.
in the
Oh, that's
open. And then we have a teen Olympic lifter that won America's for Olympic lifting, which there's only
Nice.
one federation, so she's the strongest, and they're mother and daughter.
Oh,
so
wow.
they're
Wow.
crazy.
That's a crazy cool
Yeah,
story.
she's 50. Dude, she back squats almost 500 raw at
Wait,
50.
no. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Good genetics.
How
Yeah.
much does she weigh?
She's probably like she's heavier.
She's bigger.
She's not like an 80 kilo.
That's
But
still,
dude,
though.
she has a
Squatting
high bar.
500.
Well, the thing is, I don't think she's
a
even
woman,
trained
it's
for
crazy.
like a crazy long time. And she wanted to do, so she's competing at the Arnold in 30 days for powerlifting, and she'll probably win again. But she wanted to compete on the same stage as her daughter. And like how cool. So she's never done Olympic lifting. She went to an Olympic lifting meet last weekend just to hit the qualifying total. So after she wins the Arnold on Saturday, she's gonna do the Olympic meet
Oh my
on
goodness.
Sunday to share the stage with her daughter.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
That's
like
so
her
cool,
daughter
too.
will probably win
That's
or
so
a
pretty cool.
podium. And
Is her last name Soukup?
It's just stepping away.
yeah, dude, it's hilarious. That's so fucking funny because their family is so crazy from afar, like 10
Yeah.
of them, and they're like the
Well,
ones I
there you
know
go.
are crazy. And I was talking to I think it was Alec. I don't think it was you tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
But what's your Quinn? Right?
Quinn, yeah.
So Quinn trains here too, and it's wife, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So his wife's here, and Seth's doing power stairs, and it's just the weirdest. If you don't know strongman, it's like the weirdest, dumbest shit ever. He's just taking the heaviest thing possible and putting it up on a
Yeah,
step,
I know.
and then putting it back down.
Yeah.
And everyone in the gym's going wild, and Seth's making crazy noises,
Yeah.
and his wife's watching. And I'm like, I told Alec, I'm like, it must be so weird to be a girl to enter this family. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you think about her friends, they're at like Planet Fitness doing like glutes tonight, and it's like, oh, what'd you do at the gym? And she's watching
Well,
Seth.
so
like-
actually, her family is a powerlifting family.
oh, really?
So
Wow.
does she kind of know, like her and her sisters have competed in powerlifting?
Yeah.
So they
So-
need to come to the gym. Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So like they kind of know it a little bit. It's not
Yeah.
as crazy as like.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
just
cool, though.
I mean, it's everyone that's a gym rat. Like you guys
Yeah.
too. Like just describe to your girlfriend or your wife's family. Like how many times do they just think you're like bodybuilding or powerlifting
Oh,
or
yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
Like they have no idea what it is.
All
I
they
think
hear
about-
is just like he's gonna be so good at free labor.
yes,
Every
literally.
time, yeah. You got your workout in.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the that's the worst part about.
That and the diet stuff, I can't.
yeah.
It's every time for lunch I'm eating like the same thing. Usually it's like chicken and rice or something
Yeah.
else. And they're like, "Oh, same thing again." I was like, "Yep, I'm not eating for like flavor.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
eating for fuel.
never-
Don't care."
I never understood why that pisses people off so bad.
I don't know either.
Like my guys at work love it now, like because they like ask me nutrition advice and stuff, like my oil and gas guys. But like, it's funny like how long like it will piss people off, like you eating like chicken, broccoli, and rice. It's like, why are you mad? Like I don't give a fuck. Do you
Yeah.
smoke cigarettes
You're
and
eating 50
eat
slices of
burritos?
pizza.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Bag of
Like,
burgers at
I
Browns.
promise. I
Yeah,
don't
because like
care.
Alec and me have been meal prepping since I was 15, he was 16. And so like even when you're that young, it's even more of like
Yeah.
people are like, well, why aren't you eating my food that you cooked? And it's like, well, because this is our meal plan. Like,
Yeah.
it's not an insult to you.
Yeah. I'm blessed with my family now. Like my in-laws, like my father-in-law, like on Sundays, like they're just like big comfort food people. Like like you'll go there and like you start looking at the meal, you're like, man, there's probably only like 10 grams of protein in that meal. And,
Yeah.
like, that's how we look at shit. So like my father-in-law, like he legit will like. If he knows like me and my kids are like I have the best in-laws and my parents too. Like I have 4 grandparents all within 5 minutes of my house, and with 2 kids under 2, that's huge. So he'll like make me like a side of ground beef, or like I needed
There you go.
potatoes with my meal the other day. So he literally went and my potatoes were prepped for when I came over, and it's like so amazing to have people like that in your corner.
Oh, that's
but, like,
freaking
Awesome how that's supported,
like not
yeah.
like, oh, I'll just fucking eat it. It's like, no, man, like this guy's like dedicated, and like his daughter could be married to like someone that does like meth or something. So it's probably better that I just eat ground beef and like do stuff. You know, like that's probably much better.
Yeah.
And he probably intellectually like understands that. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of like being successful in strength sports is just people around you. Like
Oh, 100%.
if you have
Oh,
good
yeah.
people around you,
Yeah.
like
Especially here, like I need energy when I'm lifting something heavy. It's like from people just screaming,
Yeah.
yelling, whatever. It's just I need that in order.
Dude,
to,
the
like,
reason
feel
why
me.
we have like the best of the best is the environment around
Yeah.
everybody. Because I'll like if I'm going for like a really big log this weekend or next weekend, but I know when I hit it, it's still just like chump change. It's like it doesn't.
Well, so you're
matter.
doing
Yeah.
strongman?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
I'm
have
training
you done a
for-
show? Have you done a show
Yeah, he
before?
did our show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
they
qualified
both-
me for
Oh,
strongman.
you guys both did it?
nationals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's qualified for
Well, Strongman Corp Nationals in Texas this year,
Yeah.
so it's only
Yeah.
about 3 hours away, which is nice.
Yeah.
And,
I was in
yeah,
Dallas or outside of Dallas.
it's right. It's like Mesquite, so I
Mesquite,
guess
Texas,
that's like.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dallas.
that's right.
North,
Yeah, that's right.
North
By
Dallas.
Yeah.
It's like inside like a North Texas Strength Expo this year, and I competed there at America's Strongest last year. And it was
Oh,
really
nice.
Cool,
Oh, is Derek doing that?
yeah, Derek's doing
Oh.
nationals. Derek Owens, he owns a gym.
Yeah, Battle Axe.
What
yeah,
I
yeah.
love about your guys' gym too, and it's like the same thing I've always had. Like some people like need those gyms where everything matches so perfectly. Like every piece of equipment has to be like red and black or
Yeah.
yellow
Range.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if I find a fucking hammer strength piece on Facebook Marketplace for $500, I'm going to get it,
Yeah.
and I don't give a shit if it's pink.
Yeah.
I just got like a brand new abductor adductor pin loaded, like brand new from Life Fitness, but it was $600 cheaper if I got a gold, like a bright yellow. I'm like, I'm so happy I don't have to worry about getting a black piece because it saved me $600.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you really want to spray paint cans, like
Yeah.
$5.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about environment. Like, real lifters, people that actually give a shit, dude, they care so much more about having spotters and like supportive people and stuff like that than like all this matches. You guys have everything you need here and more. So why do you care if like it's black?
Yeah, and I just started using some of that new Mega Mass equipment and testing it out,
Yeah.
like the fancy ones
saw
with like
that
the double
back thing,
tracks,
dude.
and it's cool and all. It looks amazing and it's big, beefy, bulky. But then you go up and that stuff, like I can sit there. Our guys would bend it. You
Yeah,
bump-
yeah.
So, like Seth bumps into that thing wrong,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now the track's off, and
Is
so
it that like?
yeah, they kind of wiggle. I mean, there's the little bars that they slide on. It's like I
Yeah.
don't know. I just don't see it. And even the stuff at the like the springs and the detents and everything, like these big, massive pieces of equipment, and they're super expensive because they look cool.
Yeah.
They look
and an
really
influencer
cool.
gets behind it.
Yeah, and then but there's like a million other. Oh, well, not a million,
Well,
but
you
there's
guys have
probably
a
100 other back
chest-supported row,
machines.
like that's all you need.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
get something that like a good old fashioned hammer strength row or something
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
that would serve the purpose. You could load the weight up on, absolutely just let it go, you know, and
Yeah.
smack.
That's the
it'll
thing
be
about
fine.
old school equipment. It's when they build equipment to last.
Yeah.
And like,
And we'd rather have that in our gym than
Yeah.
you know, some fancy stuff. It might have a cool plane of movement, but
Yeah.
Well,
as
and
soon as like our guys start loading,
I mean,
with
if you look at
weight-
our leg extension to adjust it, we have a wrench clipped onto it, and you have to like
I added that
untwist
on
it.
there. I was
Yeah.
like, people weren't able to move where they wanted to have it sit
There's
on
no
their leg up
pin.
and down. So I was like,
Yeah.
I have to add something. I was like,
So there's a
we
wrench
need
on it.
something,
Yeah.
a pin we don't have. I was like, okay, I got to put this here for now, and then I kind of just left it ever
Yeah,
since.
we finally replaced the pad, but the pad used to just have shin indentions. with
No,
duct
it literally
tape.
was just a bar of metal that you
Yeah,
just
you
And
were
it
just
was just
hitting
duct
the
tape wrapped
metal. It was
around
not-
it.
You're getting no comfort in that.
Yeah.
But like,
Just pain.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for like old school strength equipment. Like my I have a hammer strength row, like the isolateral ones that you can do like single arm or double.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
very similar to your guys.
Yeah.
And I got it for free. It shows how much money colleges have. So it's helping out with my roommate. I never went to school for strength and conditioning, but I love it. So I would volunteer to help coach teams. I went to like a D2 school, pretty good at sports, but D2. And I would just go down and help and try to learn. That's how I've always been in strength sports. And they were getting rid of the hammer strength isolateral row. They were just going to throw it away. And the guy, the head strength coach there said, if you can get it home today, you can take it. Well, I'm a fucking college student without a car. And I live a mile away from the gym. So I literally got rollers. I managed the rec center in the gym. I
Oh,
got
man.
rollers, and me and my roommate pushed it a mile and a quarter to his gym. And it lived in my best friend's house for 5 years until I opened a gym, and then he gave it to me.
there you go.
So it's so
That's
cool, like
awesome.
old stuff like that. And now it's my favorite piece of back equipment.
Well, now you have a story with it too.
Yeah.
It's like it means more
Yeah,
to you.
I was
you know,
cleaning out the
especially
closet. Like
all
I said,
that work
I
to
managed the
put
gym,
together.
so that was like the biggest thing with like I think probably helped me with opening a gym. I managed a rec center, so
Mm-hmm.
you see the dumbest shit. Like anything you think can be stupid, you see it in a college rec center. I mean,
Yeah,
shit. Like so, I was managing all the undergrad students when my masters. I found the old chalk bowl from the original gym from like 1960.
Oh wow.
And they're like, dude, just take it. And so I took it. And now that's one of our chalk bowls in our gym. It's like that
Nice.
shit means more to me than buying like a fancy chalk bowl.
what's
Like, that
crazy
shit's
is
cool.
I went to a college UCO that's like about 25 minutes from here, and in their center, their gym, I remember like I would like do fitness instructing to like older adults there, and I would go in their closet to like grab some stuff, and they always had a tree with a ton of, I don't know, it was like, I don't know if they do calibrated bumper plates or something, but they were all, there's the reds, the greens, and the blues, KG labeled, really nice Olympic bumper plates that just sat in the
In a
closet.
corner of a gym. In
Yeah,
the
they're
closet.
just
the
sitting
rec
in the
center.
closet, and they had like really nice stuff just sitting in there, and they're like, yeah, like no one, we don't really
Need to
use
go back.
it.
Isn't that crazy?
And I was like, dude,
That's the
this is-
military.
College- Yeah,
Military's the same way. Our the way we always outfitted our like EOD gyms and stuff. At Grant, we'd be able to get money to budget in there, but the base gym would like we got a stair stepper one time. The belt on it broke, and they were like, "All right, just get rid of it. We'll get a new one."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Well, we'll replace it." And then same thing. Like they had a Smith machine that stopped moving right, and so we were like, "We'll take it." And one of our guys was able to fix like one of the cables on one of the sides for $10 or something. They have the little
First
part
power
on
bar I
it.
ever got. Like you guys know, like strength power bars are
Yeah.
awesome. They last forever. First power bar I ever got. That gym was just getting rid of them. I took it home. And still in a guy's garage. It still uses to this day. That was like 13 years ago. They were just gonna
Yeah.
throw it away.
My cousin works at a military base close by, and I'm trying to see if, because he told me I'll get in contact with who he can to see like what they do with their fitness equipment when they get rid of
Yeah.
it, so that we can just like get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Even
Yeah,
if
it's-
it's just for us to like sell later.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, if they're just giving it away, why not? You know?
There's
Exactly.
people that have like, there's a guy up my way that has like a super lucrative business. Like when a gym either closes or like a rich commercial gym that has like the 10,000 members like we're talking about, and they just buy. How nice would it be? They just buy 40 new machines, and then he'll get them that contract to buy the new stuff, and then he'll take the old stuff. Now he's got 40 machines. Like a guy like me or you guys will buy it, and that's how I get a lot of my stuff. It's a fitness warehouse, but it's used. I just bought. It's actually getting delivered to the gym in 10 days, or close to 10 days. But 11, to me, new pin-loaded Nautilus machines from the 90s, and a guy had them, didn't want them anymore. I can now get 11 machines for under $5,000. their pin load. And like we talked about, like machines used to be made so much better back then. So now I'm getting 11 new machines for pennies on the dollar. One machine would cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, especially now, everything's so fucking expensive,
dude. It's
Dude,
For
yeah.
ice equipment,
Oh my goodness,
it's
it's
so
outrageous.
expensive.
Well, it's like these like brands like Arsenal came
Or-
on.
or
We're just
Rogue.
we're checking off everyone that can't sponsor the podcast now. He's talking shit on Mega Mass. I'm like, fuck you, Arsenal.
Like Rogue, I love Rogue, but their stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, see, the nice thing about me, Rogue is less than a 3-hour drive from me. Like, I live about 2 hours and 50 minutes from Columbus, so I can go like a lot of my strongman stuff. Like, I've ordered a log, and they just pull up to their garage door, and they just come put it in the back of your car.
Oh,
So
that's so
that
nice
wipes
to have.
shipping, and then they'll give you like a small discount for like a pickup fee.
Yeah, and you're right next to Bardo's too.
Yeah,
My
and
goodness.
Mike Bardos, who
you-
makes some of your guys' stuff, he only lives 40 minutes
I
from
say, I
me.
forget you are in
Okay.
Pittsburgh too, where steel is just fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's. I tell you what, like I'm a homer. I think Pittsburgh's the best city on earth, but I'm born and raised from there. But Oklahoma City is my second favorite city in the world.
Yeah.
I love Oklahoma City. It's easy as hell to get around for
Oh,
being
yeah.
a major city.
Yeah.
Like you go to Dallas, and I'm like, dude,
Oh, man.
I would
Oh.
shoot myself.
Yeah.
So
I wanna
bad.
kill
If it
myself
cost me $1 million.
every time I go to
I'm not
Dallas.
sitting in my car 2 hours to get to work and 2 hours to get home.
Yeah.
Like I just value my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and like OKC, like I stay in Bricktown when I'm here, and Bricktown's like, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
There's
sick.
so much shit. There's a comedy club. There's all these awesome restaurants to walk to. That's us. I think you said earlier about hosting a powerlifting meet
right
at
by the-
It'll be right
It's
beside
literally
it.
right next to that comedy.
Dude, that's so funny you
Yeah.
said that because
Yeah.
when I was walking around, I'm like, dude, all these little like old event centers would be so cool. I always think of stuff in strongman because I'm a strongman
Yeah.
promoter.
Yeah.
So I run the biggest show in the Northeast every year. It's called Battle at the Bridge Northeast Regionals.
Yeah.
So Strongman Corp has the regionals, and we get about 125 people every year.
Oh, nice.
We have like 160 sign up, and after people drop out.
Is that different than the pro-am you run?
Yeah, I run a pro show now too, and I'm trying to
nice.
grow. Last year was our first year, but I've promoted over 20 contests in my life now.
I might have to get up.
I promoted my first show at 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
A powerlifting meet.
That's impressive.
I started a powerlifting club with my friends at our university, and they let us use their huge rec center for free for a powerlifting meet. So I promoted it.
That's
and-
fucking nice.
Yeah,
I wish
so-
you would have done that for us. We did not care, bro.
Yeah, it's funny.
yeah. You guys were part of the OU club, right?
Yeah, me and Claudio were.
I was
Okay.
I was part of like the part where it got like revived and kind of started shaping to what it is now.
Where did you
Yeah.
you guys trained at? Where was your club based in? What gym was it? Was it?
Well, so we used the rec center at OU quite a bit, like to train
Yeah.
or whatever, and then we also went to a different gym called Trinity.
Trinity.
Before
Yeah.
coming
You
here.
guys had like the whole cage set up and everything.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Like
Your fence.
once more than 5 people started working out there, it got way too crowded.
Yeah.
And there wasn't enough calibrated plates.
Every time Claudio would go for a deadlift to max out or something before a meet, we'd be out of calibrated plates, so it's like we had no reason to train there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was the president, so I kind of got to like bully people and like I was like, oh, I'm more important than you. I want to hit my
Use this
deadlift.
into like a fraternity.
And now you're here and you own the place. You're like, you know what? Give me these
Yeah.
plates. I'm back.
That's one thing I think is so cool about powerlifting is how much it's resonated with the youth. Like I coached a kid at college nationals a couple years ago, and then I coached at high school nationals even, and it's just so cool. And like powerlifting is so much more accessible than strongman, and I think like sports that like talk shit on each other, like yeah, it's fun to like banner and be like powerlifting sucks, and then they're like strongman stupid, you just lift rocks, but it's all like funny banner. But like powerlifting is like a funnel into strongman. Like people, if they get into strength sports, then maybe they get bored and they want to try strongman or vice
Yeah.
versa.
Yeah.
You're explaining my.
Oh, yeah, then
So
You're
many-
explaining my
Yeah.
entire.
I mean that's
You get
me.
bored so easily in powerlifting because it's 3 movements. You're
Yeah.
doing the 3 movements over and over again.
Well, I played sports my
Repetition,
whole
you
life,
get bored, you know?
and like I did powerlifting, and then I got so bored of like just doing static, and then I saw people doing it, and there was one in my area, and I just did it, and then I fell in love with it, and I got to do more like athletic shit. Like I'm not saying me and Seth are like athletes, but like you get to
We're not
you
for
get to
sure.
like
Yeah.
run and
Like, I'm
throw
not.
shit and pick and carry shit. It's a little bit just different, but. Yeah, like that's one thing I'm jealous about you guys is you have like the local. Do you have like some local big colleges around here? And that's one thing I wish we had at ours.
Yeah, I mean, it helps.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
I was talking to you about it earlier. Like they come down for like a team lift, Like that's we have I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's a Division I school, but it's super small. It's called Robert Morris. They upset Kentucky a couple years ago in basketball. That's like their claim to fame. But they're only like 25 minutes, and now there's like 3 kids that come there that are trying to like start a powerlifting club. So I'm hoping that kind of takes off there.
Yeah.
Because
But yeah.
I was gonna say like the collegiate scene is in powerlifting specifically, at least in like UCAPL, because I'm a state chair for Oklahoma.
Okay.
I'm a national ref, so like also I've just competed in 4 national competitions for collegiate, and it's like over 1,200 lifters.
Yeah,
just
dude,
in
it's
college,
awesome.
all over the all over the U.S.
I was
It's-
blown away by college nationals.
Well,
when I
it
went.
was
insane.
hosted here, right?
It was not too far
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
It
Yeah,
was
you
like
guys
last
had
year,
it
some
yeah.
years.
last year,
The
right?
amount
Paid for
of
AC,
people
you know.
that were in this
Oh, dude,
gym.
yeah.
Too many people.
It was cool, but it was like
Yeah.
impossible.
What was
It's a nice boost to
hilarious
business
was-
too. I mean,
During that time, because we were in here just this whole office, a lot of day passers. I remember there's a moment where so many powerlifters were in this area, and Seth and Alec were doing some yoke run with a bag,
they're like,
and they're
what
all
the
just like,
fuck.
yeah.
Dude, yeah.
dude, they're like,
what the
what?
fuck
It
is
just got
this?
so
Yeah.
quiet.
Or
like,
one
just
time I
watching
was
them.
squatting. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
You're just like, "Urgh." It's like literally more than they're just like sitting there. And when
Yeah.
they see you guys running with a big sandbag and a yoke, they were just like, what is this?
Yeah.
I think you were training for the Arnold again or something like that.
Yeah.
around
I
that
feel like
time.
on average there was 50 to 80 people in this gym.
No,
Yeah.
it was.
It
We
was
made,
awesome for
uh,
It was
business.
so nice being
Yeah.
so close.
Dude, we made
Yeah.
in day passes. We made $5,000,
How much is your guys' day pass here?
15 now.
15.
Okay, that's what mine is too. I don't know what your guys' thoughts on it, but I saw like from a gym owner where I screwed myself the most was my day passes were too cheap. Like when I first started, so it's like I used to do like first trip free.
We used to
Which-
do that
we
too.
did
Which is
too.
stupid because your people that are day passes are people like me that are coming in for work that
Are never
want
gonna
your
come
equipment,
again.
Yeah.
have disposable income, and value your stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're giving it away for free, then the people that come in are just more pieces of shit, and they're like, "Wow, this is free."
That's exactly what
Yeah.
one of the guys from Dallas. He hosts. He has a gym too, and he told us once he got rid of the free day pass, the quality of day passers increased dramatically. Because you set a precedence where like it's free, you don't care, you're not losing
exactly.
anything.
Yeah.
That's like
Probably won't come back again after
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
When I was in college, I would like travel a lot to like I value like training with people like Seth and like I learn a lot from guys like that. And that's how I was in college too at a young age. Like I would drive out to Columbus just like I got to train at Westside Barbell, which was I got to train there twice. And I'm not saying like I trained there like invited, but like
Yeah.
I just Louis Simmons was always like my influence like and
he's got a friend who really liked him too.
Oh my god.
it's funny because he's very like divisive.
Yeah.
So like people like new age powerlifters like don't respect Westside because they have like a different. But I really respect Westside and like Louis was everything that even the people that say bad about him and say good about him. When I met him, it was exactly what you expect. I walk in the gym because I asked if I could come. And I didn't know if they would let me train or not. I walk in my jeans or whatever, like what I'm wearing now, and Louis is leaned up against a reverse hyper. Like exactly what you expect, like out of a movie.
He's looking like
And
Yoda.
I go up and like introduce myself, like probably pretty embarrassing now. Like, hey, I'm Josh. I'm like I had like maybe like a 1,400 total at the time, whatever. And he's like, where are your training clothes at? I'm like, am I allowed to train? He goes, it's a fucking gym. And I'm like, shit. So Louis actually sat there and took the time. And now he has like literally the top people in the world training his gym. Like Laura Phelps was there when I was training there. And she's the strongest woman, arguably of all. Multiply, raw, like it's a lot different. But in multiply, she's the strongest woman probably ever to live. And I hit PR on bench. And I got up and I'm a pretty loud mouth and I fuck around a lot. And I said, what do you think about that, Louis? Because he's watching me bench. And he goes, you know what I think about that? You're not strong enough to get on my fucking women's board. And he just made fun of me. And then I go take a picture with him when I leave. And like he hated that shit. And like I didn't know him personally, but you could tell like not a guy that like take pictures. But I'm like, dude, he's going to die one day. He did die. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
And we're taking a picture in front of the record board at Westside's like the famous record board, and we're taking a picture. He goes, "Let's scooch over and take one in front of the women's board because that's where you belong." And then I was just like, "Damn, dude." Yeah, it was so awesome though. Like, it's exactly what you expect. But he did not give a fuck. He just loved strength sports, and like it did not matter. He just wanted to watch and help, and like he was so obsessed with that stuff. Me being like a novice, relatively, like it was wild.
But so I joke around a lot about him, but I mean, we wouldn't have the reverse hyper without.
Wouldn't
him.
have the reverse hyper.
I don't think we'd have American
wouldn't have-
powerlifting without
Yeah,
him.
seriously,
You wouldn't
yeah,
have
I mean,
American power. You wouldn't have bands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
he
if
did
you
so
disagree with
much.
everything he says,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he changed the sport
100%.
for the good.
Hate
I
them or
think.
love them, you
100%.
watched. You know, like,
Yeah.
and those dudes were so fucking crazy. Like, we were talking, I don't know if it was on camera at the beginning or before, but we're talking about, like, crazy stories. Like, you look back, and, like, some of their stories, like Chuck Vogelpool, he got in a car wreck on the way to a meet and went to the hospital and checked himself out and went to the meet and PR'd his squat. Like, shit like that. Like, it's just, those.
Well, the documentary on YouTube, too, is really funny because it just shows,
Yeah.
like, him, like, Louis, like, broke his back and then he went and squat. Like,
Yeah. When I was there,
some stupid.
when I was there, that's when they were filming the documentary.
Oh, really?
Not they weren't like active film crews there, but I know because like Luke Edwards, one of their guys, that's major in the film. He was in his arm sleeve, still training. He was in a sling because he tore his collarbone, and he also had cancer, or needed a liver. He's whatever it's called when your liver he's in liver failure,
transplant
and he
or
still
whatever.
trained through all that. And he was in there in the sling, and then in the documentary he was in the sling. So I'm like, oh, that was like right when they were filming it. That's
crazy.
when I was there. But I got certified through Westside too. So like I just always like to learn. You know, like I don't really care if I can learn from someone. It's one thing I like when I travel. Like no matter who you talk to, you can learn something from, and like that's how I try to be. Like no matter if I'm a novice or I win nationals or whatever, I just try to be a sponge. And like I was supposed to do speed pulls on Tuesday. But Seth's one of the best strongmen in the world, and I fucking can. He's deadlifting. I'm deadlifting. Am I gonna fucking do speed pulls, or am I gonna switch my heavy dates on Saturday and just do heavy deadlifts with him on Tuesday? Like, you know what I mean? It just makes more sense intellectually to me. You have to be able to like auto-regulate that shit with your programming. Like, I'm gonna get so much more from deadlifting with Seth than I'm gonna get from like optimal rest for 4 more days.
Yeah.
Same thing with Log today. Alfredo's. He's in major contention to win the 90 kilos this year, which arguably to me I think is the most competitive class in the country right now, besides Open probably. But
Yeah, I would say open. I think 231 will be once some of the guys come back. from injury. But
So the owner of Strongman Corp, he's like a big dork with like analytics and stuff. And he actually created like powerlifting has Wilks and dots. You know, dots is big. Dots is what it is now, right?
Yeah.
There's dots, there's geo points, there's different formulas.
Right
that
now,
they use.
it's dots in USAPL, and Powerlifting America uses geo points.
Best
And that's
Geo
what's used
points?
abroad.
USAPL is also supposed to change their coefficient. I don't know if they're actually go through with
Yeah.
it, but yeah, it's just dots and geo points.
But so
anyway,
he
just some
created, and I don't think he's told anyone this, but I was on the phone with him, and he created a like an algorithm, like an equation. He comes from like I think like a data analytical, like doing dorky spreadsheets and shit, and he created like a formula to see like what classes were lifting the most relatively to their body weight, and the 90 kgs right now is by far the strongest class in strongman. Like not even close. Like 80s and 105s are like tied, and then 90s are like because they're 198
Yeah,
pounds.
but isn't that with every sport though? Because there's the law of diminishing returns.
Yeah, sure, sure.
But that's with every sport. Like powerlifting is even the same way. Like that's why dots. That's why the lighter guys. And the women always win.
Powerlifting is
Like-
wild now.
like-
Like the numbers
It is.
people hit now.
Yeah.
We're like,
especially
dude,
overall lifting.
Yeah.
it's insane. I think it's so cool because I think the more accessible you can make it to the person, like if I only need a barbell and sleeves or whatever, so many more people are gonna do it. And that's like people talk shit on CrossFit. Like my cousin owns a CrossFit gym. I make fun of him all the time. But people don't realize like CrossFit is the reason why we have everything we have now.
Yeah,
That's why
especially for
powerlifting's big.
strongman, yeah.
It's not even a debate. Like Reebok bought into CrossFit huge in like 2010 to 2013, and they put all that money in, and then Reebok got involved with Mark Bell, powerlifting. They started getting more and more stuff, and then Strongman, now Rogue puts money into us.
Big.
Well, and like powerlifting, I think partly why it's gotten so big is it's a hell of a lot easier than CrossFit. So like the younger generation, they don't really have to work as like cardiovascularly as hard.
Yeah. The barrier of entry and the skill ceiling is so much lower for powerlifting
CrossFit
compared to weightlifting, CrossFit, strongman. And,
Yeah. CrossFit, I think people see like the dorky CrossFitters that do it like 3 times a week at their local gym.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how elite like a top level CrossFitter is. Like you train twice a day.
Yeah.
You're training like a weight training day and then like a metabolic conditioning day.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
like
like
to
Rich
be an
Fromming's
elite
schedule
CrossFitter, you
is
can't be a
insane.
dad. You can't. You're training 14 to 16 times a week.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Like, I feel like strongman like training 4 or 5 times a week. Like, holy crap. These and granted, like they're doing like hour workouts or whatever, but like the time, if those people came into weight class strongman, they would kill us. They would kill us.
Some things.
He's
like-
jealous.
No, well, to be honest, they fucking suck at that level.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. But but if you pay them enough money, then they're gonna get
they're
good at
probably
I feel
deadlift.
like they
But
start
it's like-
because they have so many other things.
Yeah,
to
how
it,
many
like
disciplines can
running.
you be good at? Like, you got to run a
Yeah.
5-minute mile and then also deadlift 500.
Yeah.
Which, like, a 500 deadlift, like, we can do that for, like, 10 plus.
No.
whatever.
I would agree with you. Some of them, especially in the 231 class,
Well, it's crazy.
would make it would make some hurt some people's feelings.
Whoever runs Rogue, I forget, like, the team that, like, does their, like, CrossFit organization, but they're obsessed with strongman. Like, if you watch, like, the Rogue Invitational now for, like, CrossFit.
It's like mini strongman.
It's mini strongman.
Yeah.
They max out log. They carry to Husafel. They do, like, farmers.
Deadlift
I'm like,
event.
this dude
They're going
love
weight.
and people have the nerve to fucking talk shit on CrossFit. I'm like, dude, they're giving us money.
Yeah.
Like, if Seth one day makes it to the Rogue Invitational, he'll have a chance to win, like, $250,000.
Yeah.
Give it to
Because of those
Brewhouse.
CrossFitters.
No, I quite enjoy CrossFit. So I used to actually go to a CrossFit gym
Yeah.
a couple times a week.
Yeah.
When, like, on my off days of training, I would go do CrossFit. Because I had some friends that were elite level CrossFitters.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah.
I just think all the disciplines can learn from each other. Long way
Yeah,
of
of
saying,
course.
you know.
Well, I mean,
Competitive CrossFit. Let's
Yeah,
get that
yeah.
straight.
Oh, for sure.
well,
Competitive
yeah, like
CrossFit's
there's like
cool.
that Gen Pop, like, CrossFit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
that's
also
stuff's-
Gen Pop powerlifters. And
Yeah.
But it's like
there's
that's most of
anything.
powerlifting, because there's now the younger kids, like, they can do powerlifting and not work very hard, but there's still a community
Yeah.
around it.
It gives you purpose.
I mean, you think about like Dylan, for instance, how many followers he has, and they're all so many young kids
Yeah.
just following him, and he's young too. I feel
Yeah.
like it just
Yeah.
inspires them to want
Yeah.
to
Want to do it, yeah.
A
You know, 'cause
kid-
he's so young himself.
And
Yeah.
there's probably going to be one of those followers, one of them that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a kid at my gym that he's just now in college, but at the time in high school, like a senior, like he went to like high school national and stuff, pretty good powerlifter, like pulls like upper fives. He sent me a video of the Chase kid. He's like, this is unreal. I'm like, dude, that's the gym I go to in Oklahoma City. So it's like, it's just cool.
Not too long
you know,
ago, he did like 815 for 2 with straps on deadlift.
on
Yeah.
bulls. See,
Yeah.
like that's unreal. Like back, like
Yeah.
dude,
He's
literally, like
he's like barely
yeah.
18.
Well, like dude, like 10 years ago, that an 800-pound deadlift got you in the animal cage at the Arnold.
like
Yeah.
any
and now you
weight
got a
class.
fucking high schooler doing it at your
Yeah.
gym.
Now
Tomorrow-
you have to have a 1,000-pound
It's like
deadlift
that
to go to the
Colt,
animal.
that
Yeah.
Colton kid. I don't know if you guys know that. I shouldn't say kid. That
The
Colton he kicked my ass.
guy.
What's
Yeah,
his last name?
Engelbrook?
Yeah,
or Engel-
we were talking about him at dinner.
Yeah,
the other day.
yeah.
Dude,
He's insane.
Talking about limit breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, lemon-
400
Yeah.
for 4 strict press?
He did
for
it
5. For
Was it
5.
5 out of those 4?
This
Whatever.
dude. Now
It
this
doesn't matter. It
Now
doesn't
this.
matter.
Now
It's
part of
fucking
this is like
retarded.
Yes.
genetics will
It is
always win,
ridiculous.
and that's what sucks.
Yeah.
But then you give someone genetics that also trains their ass off. Like, dude, he walks out. This dude has never done strongman. He's never even, you can tell, he's like really never even overhead press. He takes 405 or 400, whatever it
Yeah.
was in kilos,
Yeah.
walks it out of the rack and does 5 strict press reps. And like, there's like 10 strongmen that have ever done that. If
I
that.
don't even think there's
He-
10.
he weighs
Not
like-
strict press.
I think 260.
Yeah, he's
plus.
like a
not
120
even that
kilo.
heavy, yeah.
Right now, I think Lucas Hatton could do it, and that might be Trey Mitchell.
And it's
But that might be
They're like
it.
350.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
around
That
there.
And
might
it-
be
that's what my
it.
exactly.
He's so light,
And it's so-
how strong.
Didn't he
is.
just pull like 1,000 for like
for
4?
Yeah.
For 4.
And he
then
squatted 900 for 4.
And he benched 573 for 4.
He's-
also. Or triple. I can't remember. It was 3 or 4.
Like, and it's funny because you see his
Ridiculous.
post, and it's 405 for 5, right? So it's like an untouchable number that really no strongman's ever even done. And then you look at the comments, and it's like dorky strongmen that have never accomplished anything, and they're talking shit on it. And you're like, how could you? But yeah, you didn't clean it. Well, dude, fuck, man.
He's
You don't
not a
think he could
fucking
clean like
strongman,
365
bro.
now?
He's
and
a
do-
power lifter.
Yeah.
He's
One
not
thing
gonna
he
do
did
it
that's
right.
goofy is when he recorded himself.
Or whenever he
sprinting.
ran.
When he runs.
Oh, I
he's like-
saw that. That's fucking
Oh, I didn't
hilarious.
see the run.
Dude, the run is so funny, dude.
Yeah.
What do you like? Come on. Do you think he's going to run normal?
Yeah.
He
All
runs.
that fucking muscle.
People are like,
Well, yeah. You
Yeah.
think you run normal? You
Yeah.
record yourself video. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I'm
I
not-
don't
I'm not
worry.
gonna post that.
Yes, yeah, no, I've watched you guys running the strongman thing.
No, we run like a waddling duck.
Yeah.
I fell over.
It's
at the
very
time.
unique.
I know.
Oh, dude, I saw that video of you on. It was like a medley at the show. Yeah. That's my first show ever. I did that too, like a keg medley, and I just tripped, and it's like
because I was
negative
like,
fucking
I
aura,
need,
and it's
I need
like
3 more steps, like 3 big steps, and I'll finish. But I take that first big one, I clip the weight, I start falling immediately,
Yeah.
and then I
It's
roll
slow.
over, I knock Alex
He
drink
came
down, it
straight
comes
into
all over me.
I was at the table and like doing like the numbers and was recording
Yeah.
him, and then I just point down at him in front of me.
Yeah.
Mikey got a good
fun.
picture of it too.
Yeah, it's easy to get humbled when you just like start doing that shit.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's like people just want to like go into strongman and be good because they're good at powerlifting, but it's so much different.
Yeah.
But then like someone like that Colton guy, he could jump in.
Just watching you guys, I'm just like, I know I would take me a long
these guys
time.
actually
Yeah.
I mean,
really good.
because
They were
Claudio
they
didn't
jumped
train
in.
for long, like 3
Yeah.
months.
Barely
Right.
trained.
I mean, you're gonna
I did,
have
like-
that static strength. So
No,
it's
he's
gonna,
actually really good at the moving events.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was better at the moving
Moving
events.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's a good deadlifter.
Did
but-
you? Are you planning to stick with strongman? Or?
Well, I went back to powerlifting because I want to do Raw Nationals for USAPL.
Okay.
But after that, depending on like how things shake out, I want to do the Soukup meet again.
Yeah. Was it? Were you guys all here for the meet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was like the first thing I ever told Seth and Alec. I wish I could have came down. I had like my wife was like severely
It was so
pregnant.
much more fun than any powerlifting meet I've ever
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the energy.
Even my mom
It
I
was.
will be honest.
It's so much different. It's hard to explain. Like it's not like powerlifting meets aren't supportive, but it's like the
Right.
only time I've ever like my first
They're not dynamic. Like
Yeah.
You just need to kind of hype people up more.
Yeah.
Like the weight needs to be super heavy compared to
Yeah.
like strongman. They're just running. It doesn't necessarily have to be heavy for the weight they're doing. And people are still cheering.
Yeah.
And
just
they're-
watching people just trying their hardest
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
for a minute.
I never.
Yeah.
It's easy
Yes.
to cheer for that.
I was so
Yes.
creeped out at my first strongman competition too because it's like it's the only place ever. I was thinking powerlifting. It's like me and Seth are going against each other. I want to kick his ass. He wants to kick my ass, and like I'm trying to out total him. But like strongman, for some reason, it's like the only sport where like you're competing with people and you're like cheering for the guys in your class.
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
so
fair.
overly
That's-
supportive.
yeah, powerlifting,
Would
I
you agree,
do not
Seth?
want my
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
to
Well, I think it's
win.
a little different in for whatever reason in like the open weight class. I think it's a little different, especially as you get more and more competitive.
It's definitely different for like me and
because
Seth
like
at,
like I
big
noticed
shows.
like you go to OSG and stuff. Alex weight class is very much like that. But like the open guys are a little, they're all very nice guys,
Yeah.
but everyone's a little bit more chippy and on edge.
But they
the
also-
open guys, because I
Yep.
think there's a lot more on the line.
That's 100% what I was gonna say. There's a lot more on the table to win in open strongman.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
And
and
not to-
legitimately,
yeah.
one break could literally change your life. And
yeah.
Seth's like, I mean, he's a really humble dude, but he's like right on that brink of like becoming the guy that gets invited to like the shows,
I mean,
where even if
got
you get
invited to
last,
the one in Russia, the
Yeah.
event that he went to there.
and
Yeah.
You got
and
fourth, which
and
is
Yeah,
Seth
which is
showed up
insane.
on late notice and and just showed out, and like that's breaking his name into the. I mean, dude, he competed against fucking half Thor.
I mean,
Yes.
he beat Thor
Yes.
in one of the events.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
of the events.
and
Yeah.
you're like half his age.
And got
dude, that was
fourth
hilarious.
place at that event or at that.
Yeah,
meet.
but
I was just like,
I will.
gosh.
If we're being honest, he really wasn't in shape for the show. Like, if he was in shape, I don't think I would have beaten him.
Beat him in any event.
Yeah. But
But
dude,
you
But you
did.
did.
So
But
nonetheless,
you
you
did.
did.
But you did.
You did.
Yeah,
though.
no,
You beat him in
I
two
did,
events. you
Yeah.
know?
But no, it's like, yeah, it's open. There's a lot because like you get like if Seth wins the Arnold, right? Like he's gonna compete on the main stage of the Arnold next year. So he's not an amateur, like not an Arnold Pro-Am, whatever they call it now.
Yeah.
But so he's in the 10 strongest guys in the world, where I think their payouts like close to $250,000. So it's
I
like,
don't know what the Arnold is now.
and like you're
That's
getting,
so
and then
crazy.
you're going to then if you're there, you're probably getting invited to World's Strongest Man on TV, and that payout's huge if you make the finals, and like it's just like crazy.
Yeah, I
but
gotta
where-
make it there
Yeah.
first.
But yeah,
But the domino
Steep
effect
hill,
after.
but-
Yeah.
yeah,
it
if you
goes
can,
is really
it's
good.
funny because like
Yeah.
there's so many guys that have come so close to that brink, and then they fall off, and then you never hear from them again, and it's like you're so close,
Yeah.
and that you're right on that line.
Well,
I think
that's
Seth's
most
gonna do it.
strong, man.
I
Yeah,
also
yeah.
think that's like that's the difference though between like I think Alec and Seth though than other people. I mean they've been just going at it for so long and just keep going while these other people just give up. Like Alec
Yeah.
tore his pec. And he's
Yeah.
still coming back in, lifting, doing whatever, put on a sling, whatever, just a deadlift. It's like, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
No normal person or even like there's so many top lifters I'm sure that would not do that at all.
Yeah, it's you have to be so mentally fucked up to be good at strength sports for a
Yeah.
long time.
You have to be
you
kinda
know,
good.
like you do have to be a little bit crazy, and but it's like a
Yeah.
good balance. Like that's
Well,
why. They're
yeah,
so
you have
good.
you have to understand what delayed gratification is, and that's something that's like dying in our society.
It's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead.
So,
Yeah.
and I think that might be a part of the reason why powerlifting of all of them is getting a little more popular with the younger kids, because you can come in and PR every week.
Yeah.
And they count like a 1 pound PR
Yeah.
as a PR.
Right.
And then
so
they
you
get
come
a
in week
girlfriend.
after week and do that.
Then they get a girlfriend or
Yeah.
a job,
And then
and,
they're
they quit,
happy.
and then they go away. And it's
Yeah.
like then it's the next crew. Like it's so funny. Like I fuck around with the young kids at the gym, but it's joking, but it's serious. I'm like, I want to be the best. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get a girlfriend and a job in 3 years, and be an accountant, and you're gonna quit. And it's like they laugh. I'm like, no, dude, you don't realize how many training partners I've had in 12 years that wanted to be the best, but then you had a kid or you got a girlfriend.
Well, that's why I think it drives me crazy when people say like, "Oh, I want to be world's strongest man. I want to be this." It's like you want the glory and the fame.
Yeah.
But that's the 10 seconds. You want the 10 seconds, but you don't want the 10 years it takes to get there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so like that desire for that 10 seconds isn't strong enough for the 10 years he needs to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the idea of the title, but not the process
The
that it
work
takes to get
that
it.
you're gonna have to put in the hours.
You have to love the process. You have to live for the process.
That's what we were talking about at dinner.
Yeah.
Like, it blows my mind. I have clients or people in the gym or just people you talk to, right? They're like, oh, I don't want to go train. Dude, I still get the same fucking goosebumps going to drive to train now when I was 18 as I do now. Like, I get so fired up, like, just for a log session or a deadlift.
It's like a big deadlift day, and you're like, you're butterflies all day long.
All you think about at work is that.
So nervous.
And, it's like, and then it's funny because, like, you finally win a title. And you never even enjoy it. It's like on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And like I remember that's like my biggest regret with winning nationals is I wish I would have like taken a step back for a second. I was happy for like 9 minutes, and then like I never like took time to enjoy it, and I just prepped for another show in 3 months.
I mean, in a way, it's not a bad thing. I feel
No.
like, obviously it's good that you want to get back to work. I think about like there's so many coaches in like football and stuff that I see all the time where they win national championships and they're already back to recruiting the next day or something.
Yeah.
It's I mean like you're still
there's that happy medium.
Yes.
Like Alex really good at
Yes.
it, of enjoying the things. I'm more of like, even if I do well, all I can see is everything I've done wrong.
Yeah.
Like even if I win the event,
right
or do well.
That's what I mean. Like I don't think that's a bad thing. People
No,
always
it's
feel
not
like
a bad
it's like so
trait.
bad, but you're still going back to work harder because you want to be better than what you just did.
Yeah,
like,
like I
that's a
don't
good
see
trait.
the bad things because I like hate myself. I want to be better.
Right. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because
You just get
there's
back to
someone.
work.
There's someone always right behind you.
Right.
There's
Right.
always someone
Exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost felt guilty of that in my show because I went in for my bodybuilding show and I was like, I only need first or second in class to get my national qualification. And that's all I really cared about was, going to nationals so I can compete for my pro card. But then, I ended up winning the overall, and I just wasn't really expecting that. I didn't even think about that. Like going into the show, I didn't think about, there's an overall title and I can win my class. I just knew I needed first or second to be nationally qualified. I can get out of that prep, right back into the next thing, eat some food again, and get ready for nationals.
Something I thought you did really cool that like I didn't really see anybody else do was actually like hype up the crowd though.
Yeah.
Oh
You were
yeah, I
actually
didn't have a
involved.
routine. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
That's what I was saying. Like,
I
I
started
thought that was
practicing
really cool.
posing a little late, but they were like, oh well, the actual individual routine is not judged. So I was like, all right, well, I mean,
what's the point?
And people are gonna hate me for this, but I immediately went, okay, well then I'm not training for that. And so I was like, I'm just gonna wing it when I get out there. And I watched everybody else do these elaborate routines, and I was like, this is boring.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
just sitting there quiet. So
Everyone
I was like,
listens. Does
and
the
I asked
same
them, I said,
music.
can I can move around and use the whole stage, right? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. So I was like, all right, I'll just go over here, hit a couple poses, and walk way over here.
That's awesome.
So I hyped up the crowd in between, and I think they really liked that.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, I did. You made it
Yeah.
more entertaining. Like
Yeah.
seriously, it was pretty boring. Like
It was
for the most
actually,
part.
it's kind of smart because you didn't exhaust yourself that much.
Yeah,
like some of these guys are sitting there like holding it,
for so long.
and then that's
with their
probably
poses.
what kept you to get the overall. Is
Yeah.
you
There's
gas
some
out.
people like Terrence Ruffin is like an unbelievable poser.
Yeah.
And it's like a work of art when you watch
Yeah.
him pose.
Yeah, that's my goal for nationals is actually bring. So even though I'm positive, I'm pretty sure that they don't judge it again at nationals, but I want to actually bring something that
hit
would
the
look
ready or
good.
some shit.
That to be a little respectful to the sport. And
I have,
Yeah.
I have a question too with bodybuilding. Did you train at this gym for your bodybuilding show?
Yeah, I did.
See,
Yeah.
okay. That's what drives me insane as a gym owner of mine because I have like a ton of machines. Like we have a leg press, like ton of back machines. cables, everything you guys have. If you look at the old school bodybuilding gyms, they looked like Brewhouse. They looked like 580 Barbell. Yeah. But now these fucking kids that do like the science-based shit, I never know if it's a troll or not when I see a kid with like foam rollers on his wrist doing that shit.
That's the worst thing.
I never know if it's real. Like I always want to make like a stitch.
They're holding a fake handle.
Yeah.
We don't even have cuffs.
Like just lift the weight. But I always
bodybuilders are bougie.
Dude, like
they're the bougiest.
but like he's
not necessarily bodybuilders. It's just people who
the
follow trends. The science. The science
I know
people are
bodybuilders
some
are
kind of
Well, we were
trend.
talking to someone down here yesterday.
The PGP coaching whatever guys are like, this is optimal. I'm like, bro, just fucking lift it.
Well, it's like we were talking to someone here yesterday, and they mentioned science-based lifting. We're like, well, what is science-based lifting? Because like science-based lifting can be like Prilipin's chart that tells you like what volume like accumulation to do on deadlifts or squats or bench. But it's like it doesn't need. Now there's this thing about like just because you use science doesn't mean you're putting a fucking foam roller around your wrist. But like I think that's so cool. You did a bodybuilding show and fucking did very well, and did it in a gym like this. Because I have so many people that. Like I would make so much more money. I could probably quit my full-time job if like bodybuilders or physique people in my area came to my gym. Yeah. And there's everything down there. And then like God forbid they do like some heavy back squats and get like a good compound in and grow bigger legs versus doing like 2 sets on leg extension and going home. Like they'd probably benefit from it. Yeah. It's just the fucking stereotype around that is insane.
Well, I came out of when I was in Texas. I trained at Metroflex, so I lived in Arlington.
So you
for a
got
little bit.
the old school.
Yeah, so that's
I went to that
if
gym
I would have
before.
never went to Metroflex, I would have never learned how to train correctly.
Yeah, that gym's really cool.
Yeah, I would have never trained hard enough to. Actually
Is that the
do what I
one
did.
in Texas with like all the different rooms and like an outdoor area?
Well, the original Metroflex is just one little part of a. There's like. What do they call those? But like the commercial spaces where they have all the garage doors.
Yes.
They have like one of those. And it's pretty hardcore. It's just a bunch of equipment in there. It's all duct tape and welded together.
Yeah.
And then,
I think I went to. Is there multiple Metroflexes?
There's
I
You
went-
franchise it out.
There's one with a lot of strongman stuff. It's near Dallas.
Yeah,
There's
I've
a
been to
couple
that
in
one.
there. The OG is in Arlington, and I think there's probably 2 or 3 others in the
Dude,
DFW
the one I went
area.
to was insane.
Yeah.
There's like 9 rooms of different stuff.
Yeah.
They had a powerlifting room, like strongman. They had a room with all machines that were only the 1-inch plates. So it was only like machines you could load with the old school like pig iron plates. Yeah. I love that shit. Like
I got there. Everyone was training hard, and I remember I was doing men's physique at the time, and I was interested in doing classic. And I saw Branch Warren was running through some guys in classic posing, so I go up to Brian and I'm like, "Hey, I'm about to compete in this show, but I'm really interested in doing some of this classic stuff. I don't know the posing though." He's like, "Oh, come over here," and so he takes me up to Branch Warren and the other 2 guys he was posing, and. He's like, "Hey, this is Spencer. He's just looking into maybe getting into some classic and stuff, but he wants to learn the poses." He goes, "Cool. Take your shirt off, drop your pants."
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
It's
start
so
working
funny
with
seeing
them.
like the different world that he's like, just get naked, you're ready.
Yeah, and so it's just such a hardcore environment. And then coming over here, it was the same. So there was no very easy transition. It was what I was looking for immediately because I was coming out of the military, working out at nice gyms and stuff. And I was like, I need that feel again. And so once I found Brewhouse, it was game over. And it was also really cool because there's a decent bodybuilding scene here in Oklahoma and OKC. But it's very much the bougie, like
they need the equipment that
stuff.
matches, and
So you get like these people who they all know each other. They're all training at these fancy gyms and stuff. And then I show up at the Oklahoma Pro-Am, and walk in and I'm coaching myself.
Yeah.
I'm this guy from Brewhouse, and they're like, "You can bodybuild at Brewhouse," and then I come and take the whole show, and then. It was just funny to see, and then now I kind of go around, and I'm like this hidden celebrity in the bodybuilding scene. It's like people might know about me a little bit because I'm Brewhouse and won the show, but then they're just a little confused.
Yeah,
So
it's just
pretty
like,
funny.
If you look at how Ronnie trained and Branch Warren and those
Yeah.
guys, they trained in a gym like this.
Yeah.
They trained their fucking asses off.
Yep.
And they had one back row.
Mm-hmm.
They had a set of cables.
Yep.
They had fucking barbells, and they had heavy ass dumbbells. Everything you guys have here. You guys have some really nice like belt squats that bodybuilders can use.
Yeah.
And they're so. It has to be those gyms that everything matches, and
We have a
crazy.
couple more bodybuilders here now. Ever since we
Yeah,
started,
it's growing
we have
a little bit.
2.
Yeah.
You,
Yeah.
Austin, Yeah.
You guys gonna,
So, like,
it's gonna turn
there's
into
some
a
people
posing
who
room.
like bodybuild, but they're not.
There's that one guy who comes in early in the day, and he's been cutting, and he looks freaking kind of insane. He's like, him and his buddy would train together. I forget his name. It's Brian, and not Brian's the guy with the Corvette.
yeah,
It's his
yeah,
friend.
the other. Oh, yeah, yeah.
He
he's
leaned
been-
out a lot.
Yeah. He's been cutting forever. I can see how miserable it is.
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
there's Obed, who he's pretty lean.
Yeah.
He was here earlier. He's relatively lean, but he like doesn't compete or anything.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a client here?
that does bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding, yeah.
Yeah, that's Austin.
Austin,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. He's going to be competing in the Oklahoma Pro-Am, and I'll be coaching him that time. So we'll go back to the show. Just won't compete at it. And then I'd love to see more bodybuilders show up here. I think it'd be cool to kind of throw it in, but I don't see it being near as popular as the powerlifting and strongman.
It's hard to get
They
it
can't
in here. I
compete.
feel like we don't have the proper like lighting area. If people like want to pose.
That's
Yeah.
crazy to me about gyms now is the lighting
Yeah.
shit.
Yes, it's
I
big.
never would have fucking thought about that when I,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm a horrible businessman.
Yeah.
But like the one biggest thing I've taken shit for at my gym is I don't have a mirror other than the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, like,
wow.
like guys have come in and been like, you don't have a mirror in here. I'm like, we got mirrors in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
we all.
telling
Yeah.
you, that's literally where everybody will be if they're going to be posing.
Yeah.
It's nice that our dumbbell area, because the mirror used to be on the other side of the wall. You probably saw it before. And
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
one mirror. When we switched it on the other side and had more mirrors, it's like more of like a room kind of
Yeah.
for people. So people take pictures back there. And the black wall makes it better.
Yeah.
They draw on the wall. too.
I'm,
Yeah.
my dad
Yeah.
is my dad is such a fucking
draw
boomer,
Hollywood.
and I can't get him to paint the walls black. Like I want to paint my gym black so bad. It's like an old gray that I just found at Lowe's for cheap, and it just looks miserable. I don't really give a fuck, but like I'm like it would look pretty cool if we painted. So I painted one little wall black, and it looks awesome. My dad's just he's just old and
When it was
grumpy about
all
nothing.
white, it just like it absorbs so
Yeah,
much
the
light.
black makes
Yeah.
everyone's videos look better.
It
Like
pops
it's
so
just
much
like,
nicer.
Yeah, it's just you
it's
never
definitely
think about
worth
it.
doing.
Yeah.
Depth.
Yeah.
They just put in an awesome posing room. I don't know if you guys have
Yeah.
seen it.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
Yeah. I saw it whenever they were first kind of doing
It
it.
is. It's
but-
freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. I thought about this room.
I was
would be
gonna
cool
say
as a
this is
posing
probably
room,
like where it would have to go.
but it,
You
it
don't need a
functions so
huge-
well as an
You don't need a
office.
huge space for
But
a
you could
posing
probably-
room,
you
I
could
guess.
double it
Do
as
like
an
half.
office
I don't know,
posing
but
room.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard. It's like you'd have to get the
We had some
bodybuilders
plans
here
at
first.
first to maybe like do something like the corner, have like
There
a
were a lot of
mirror,
plans.
like other stuff, and like we just
Yeah.
ended up making it into an office. It just seemed
Yeah.
so much better.
Metroflex didn't have a posing room.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
got
it
the best.
did. They're one of their. I guess they're newer.
Not the OG. The OG is
well,
just,
one of them, the one
equipment.
that has all the strongman stuff on it, has a.
Yeah, I don't think they have any strongman stuff at the original.
Yeah, no, one of them it does. It has like it's a pretty decent size.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I realize, like, as a gym owner, is people are so appreciative to like upgrades. If you always just have like something going on,
Yeah.
in like 5 years, you're gonna look back and be like, "Holy shit! Like, how much have we accomplished?"
I mean, hopefully by the end of this year, we'll
Yeah.
be looking back.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
find
that's
one
the
thing
goal.
at a time and do it, and don't worry about like a million projects, just do one at a time. Like my dad, when I was here, he just built a new storage rack for all our strongman stuff. And then next
saw
we're gonna
that on your
we're gonna-
story.
Yeah, next we'll do like a flooring area for like the Olympic area, like for all the strongman press on like Olympic platforms in my gym. So we're gonna make that flush with the floor. But it's like, and then people like your day pass people like me that come in like once a quarter, like holy shit, look how much changed in 4 months. Like maybe Seth doesn't see because he sees it every day,
Yeah.
but like then you look from like a macro
Outside.
scale,
Yeah.
and it's like crazy how much you can accomplish with like one project at
Do
a
you
time.
guys? Do you ever
Yeah.
get people annoyed with all the changes?
I just kind of ignore them, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure because like it's all my gym always looks like a construction site.
Yeah.
Because like, if I want something, I buy it, and that's probably like it's great for our members. It's bad for my checkbook, but like so like a college gym was getting rid of their 5-station Cybex cable, and we didn't have great. We had a regular cable, but it wasn't that smooth. So they're getting rid of it for $1,000. So I rent a U-Haul and paid kids to go out and get it and tore it down. So like our gym looked like shit for a little bit, but now we have a 5-station Cybex cable. So it's like, is it worth those people being pissed off for 2 weeks and then you have a 5-station?
We'll
cable?
have like equipment that's not used at all, but once we sell it, a lot of people complain.
Dude, it is insane.
oh my God, it's
the weirdest
crazy.
Thing.
It's-
Their brains are like, this is different. I don't like it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
People
Or it's just
resist.
like if you loved it so much, then why didn't you use it?
Yeah,
It's my
I have
Yeah,
a
it won't
seated
be used.
tricep dip from Titan Fitness that sucks ass, and I move it so much. And when I said I was gonna sell it, like 2 people spoke up, and I'm like, oh my god, like
do you want to buy it?
yeah. It's just it's tough.
We had 2 benches that were literally just used as a foothold, like a footrest,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
And that was
It was quite nice.
Yeah. It was nice to sit on them.
Yeah,
Sit on
that was
paper.
where I
all you
sat
did.
in between
You put your
squats.
drinks.
Out of all the members, we had 3 people kind of been like, "Oh, what? Why?" Everyone else was like, "Yeah, that
Yeah.
probably had to go."
Most people didn't even notice they were gone.
And
It's
like,
And my
honestly,
seat was gone.
where am I
Yeah.
supposed to sit
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, people kind of run themselves off eventually. Like they
No,
just.
I mean it'll work out eventually. At first they'll be grumpy, and then they'll be like,
Oh
"Yeah,
yeah,
sorry."
it's always
Yeah.
that way.
But yeah, it's just the way it is. Anything you change, like I remember we had moved the deadlift platforms just from being all 4 were side by side to being 2 and 2. Originally it was like super close to the combos, and like everybody's like, "Oh, I fucking hate this."
We literally
moved
changed
them back
it.
up 2 up front, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is great. You know,
Yeah.
I like this."
Yeah, we
It's
literally
what?
like yeah, when we moved, because we switched around, and literally a day later we switched it because of how many people were just like
complaining.
were like trolling us.
Yeah.
Like
like
Tommy
super-
with his video.
Yeah,
It's like new camera angle unlocked.
And it's like right in his
It's
face.
like
People were recording super close because the deadlift platforms were pretty close together, and
Yeah.
like people. I understood it, and I was like, okay, well, we clearly just.
This is
Well,
definitely
you-
the best
a little
setup
bit.
Yes.
for sure right now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting better and better.
Just wait till the locker room's gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're breaking that whole room down.
Yeah, no one ever uses the lockers.
Yeah, they don't get used.
What is
besides
that like
us.
the area where the microwave is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll keep the microwave in the
sink.
in the
Sink.
sink.
I was
I-
like, you better keep the sink because otherwise your
fridge.
bathroom is gonna be full of tacky.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll keep the sink.
I just learned to like. I'm really selective with whose advice I take from the gym now, because like when you ask for like suggestions, people are pretty stupid naturally.
It's not on.
This might be Ken. You can tell him to turn it down.
Jalen. That sounds like Jalen.
Can they hear the music and like have you guys gotten flagged for like copyright at all?
No,
I
you
can
could
see
just
it's
kind
picking
of
it
hear
up.
it like
Yeah.
very
Just like a
subtle.
nice little
It's just kinda
background.
faint,
Yeah.
unless people are screaming, and that's pretty loud. But
Yeah.
That's
No,
Usually
we'll
music's
probably
not.
be able to hear this.
Do you guys put it out on YouTube?
YouTube and Spotify?
Yeah, YouTube got crazy with that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not trying to monetize it, it's fine. But like,
I say we don't even have enough subscribers or anything like that
Dude,
to get monetization.
YouTube
do it.
subscribers are
turn it
hard to
down.
get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tell him to turn it down.
I
Just,
can go
just,
if you want.
just a little bit. I don't know why they turned it back up after it was down, but
I want to say that I can't remember if it's YouTube or where else, but you can't use. Maybe it's Instagram. You can't use more than like 6 seconds or something.
Yeah,
of,
it's YouTube.
yeah, and then
Like-
so you have to cut it every. It's just
Yeah, we
going
post like
down.
event videos. I'm so lucky with like, my team around me for events because it just fell into my lap. Like I can run a perfect strongman show because I have a guy that does live streams. Like he does pro strongman live streams, so he does our live streams at our
Yeah.
shows for free. So we can
nice.
provide a higher quality. You know, people's grandmas can't come to the show; they can watch them on YouTube for free. And then one of my best friends, Oregon, he did wedding videos when he lived in Oregon. So now he edits all my reels on Instagram and edits gym videos and stuff like that. So it's like funny. Like the more you run shows, the more assets you gain. Like in just being good people at
yeah,
your
there's
gym.
so many things we need to like also do differently, like for our next meet, like buying cameras and whatever else for like,
Yeah.
to help
we have lots of plans to host lots of meets from different federations and different sports.
yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Because right now in the works
Just
we have
been-
USAPL, and then we have all the strongman stuff, and hopefully we do untested powerlifting, and then I'm in the works of becoming a meet director for Powerlifting America.
Oh, nice.
So we're just trying to cover
Yeah.
like every single base
all the
we
bases.
can.
I mean, especially Powerlifting America.
and just get really, really good at just hosting events.
in
Yeah.
terms of like powerlifting, everybody's eyes are all on Powerlifting America, all on IPF because Worlds is what everybody's doing. If you're the strongest lifter, everybody who watches powerlifting is watching IPF lifters.
Yes.
Like Sheffield is the biggest powerlifting meet of all time.
Yeah.
And it is the best meet.
Yeah,
It
we'll
just
probably
is
have 2
quality.
members that go there.
Eventually,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, Chase and Dylan.
I'd be surprised if they don't.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
freaks, and I'm
Because Dylan Johnson has the highest GL points for any sub junior ever,
ever.
Wow.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
his,
that's insane.
Yeah, his code.
and Chase is like number
And they're
4.
both pretty light guys too, right? They're like
Chase is
83 or
Yeah,
whatever, or
something,
90.
I think so.
90.
Dy-
Chase is
Dylan is-
93, and then Dylan's
Yeah,
83.
83.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Chase is squatting 750 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nuts, man.
yeah. He's
Really?
doubled
Yeah.
705
He's about to-
at 202, 203, whatever.
He's
he
about
weighs,
to
something
squat
like that.
more than his deadlift now.
And it's crazy because he's known as like a deadlift specialist.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
His squat is just blown up, dude. It's insane. He's put on like 150
I do
pounds.
think Chase will eventually just be too big to be 93. He'll have to be a 105.
That's the thing about like powerlifting though. If you watch all the good guys throughout the history, like Ed Cohn started as a 165.
Yeah.
And at one point, he was the best lifter in the 165s, 181s, 198s, 220s, and 242s.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
Yeah.
You grow, you gain muscle mass.
Yeah.
Thing about powerlifting too, like the big federations now, like Powerlifting America and USAPL, you can't water cut like strongman. Like I say I'm an 80 kilo, but I walk around at 195.
Yeah.
So like those guys, you can't. If you do a water cut, you're pretty fucking stupid because it's a 2-hour weigh.
Yeah, but so that's the hard part. Is it's 2 hours. You have 2 hours to recover, so it's like realistically,
It
you're
has
not
to be a
gonna
very
able to
mild
get-
cut.
Yeah.
It's
It's not what
not-
you do with strongman. Or
Right.
24
Yeah,
hour
you
weight
got to
cut.
be
Well, you
within
guys aren't
that.
allowed to use like IVs and stuff, are you?
Yeah. No. I don't think you are.
I don't
You
think
can't?
so.
I think technically
mean,
over a certain amount becomes against WADA because
Yeah.
WADA
That's
will let
crazy.
you
Water
get
That's
will
up
a-
to
allow
like-
a certain amount.
It is because
Yeah.
with UFC fighters, it blows my mind they're not allowed to use IVs.
we don't do
Yeah.
WADA testing at like local meets or anything like that. Usually it'll be national level meets
Yeah.
anyway.
I
But
got
like,
water tested by a German guy.
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you telling me about it. He's
Yeah.
like, I have
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah,
pee.
whenever I won collegiate nationals, I did my last pull for the win. Like I couldn't even celebrate. The guy just like grabs
Yeah,
my
he
singlet
immediately
immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just like grab your wallet, like your
Come
ID
with
and
me.
everything. And like I did, like my hands started cramping just from like the adrenaline rush and like holding onto the bar. And the guy, he just like abducts me straight to the back room.
Yeah.
So he can like
Yeah.
see it come out.
It's so funny. It's just some random guy touches you, just like, come here.
Yeah,
You're just
like,
in the bathroom, just
I'm over here like a little shy. I'm like trying to turn away. Like obviously, like I don't have anything on
See,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And then I'm peeing, and the guy's like, I have to see it come out.
That
And,
is,
like this
that
like
is the
thick
worst
German
thing about
accent.
being a ref is you drug testing, especially. Like
Yeah.
I don't try to like be right on you.
One time I was
but
drug
he
testing
got the
somebody
worst
in
of
here,
it.
and like he just couldn't pee because he was nervous and whatnot. And then he was like, I need to poop.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh? And it's okay if I poop and pee. And you watch me do it. I'm like, no. I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
remember saying, can I poop in the cup?
I was like, you can poop, but you still have to pee. So then I like left, and then it became this like whole hour ordeal just trying to get him to like
Yeah, that's
pee in
another
the
thing
same
that
room
sucks
as
about
me.
drug testing is they don't have to pee immediately. Like I've had to wait like an hour. Like with Ethan, the first time I drug
Yeah.
tested him, I waited for like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
just for him to pee.
That blows
Whenever-
my mind because at a meet I have to pee so many fucking times.
Well, he just probably got nervous. Like
When-
people
yeah,
get nervous.
sure.
Like it's so hard to
Yeah.
pee in front of somebody.
Whenever I was
else.
getting
It
drug
really
tested,
is.
this guy was filling out like so many like sheets of paper for paperwork and stuff like that. And I was just like demolishing the little chody water bottles that they had. And by the end of it, I had like a pile of like a dozen just like consumed. I was like, I'm ready to go now. I had no problem.
when I got drug tested, I like went pee right before my lift, and I come out, I hit it, and I didn't really do that good or whatever, and I still got drug tested. And I was like, all right, but I just went pee, so I just crushing water, all that, and I'm just sitting there in that bathroom like I literally just can't go yet, so I just sit there and wait until I have to go. Once I finally go, and I get it taken care of, it was like 10 minutes later, I just peed for like. It was like 3 minutes straight.
Yeah.
All my water finally came out, and I was just sitting in there, just like.
That's what I
bro.
mean. Like you just you're nervous. Like being in
Yeah.
front of somebody else to pee.
Peeing in front of a dude,
yeah.
I don't do that very often.
Yeah, it's not something you. Yeah. you
Let
do
alone
all the
poop and
time.
pee in front of
Yeah.
another person.
I couldn't believe he was asking me that.
I remember you telling me he's like,
That's
"Can I poop
wild.
in the cup?" I was like, "What do you? What do you mean?
He's like, I can't
No.
pee unless you touch, please.
I've probably done like 20 drug tests in my life. So
I've never done any.
Well, I just have to do
Yeah.
it, just being a referee anyway at meets, especially like meets that we've done here over time.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it's not a fun process sometimes. It's just like you're waiting and waiting for somebody, or they're just super awkward about it. It's like, dude, I don't want to do this any more than you do.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
At least it got reduced from 10% to 5%. So.
yeah. Well, that'll be after March though.
Yep.
So,
So now more
February
people-
we're
No,
still
yeah,
Powerlifting
testing
America, we don't have to
10%.
test at all.
Huh? Yeah.
Powerlifting America, we don't have to
Yeah.
test
At the
all.
local level, you don't. Yeah.
Dylan
it's-
didn't get drug tested at all, and he
So everyone that cheats already can just go cheat more.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing I really hate. Like they're changing USAPL to 5%. Like March 1st, I believe, is the date that they're changing
That's
after
it.
that.
'Cause
And
they're
it's supposed to
increasing
be-
the quality of the test.
It's
right?
supposed to be the quality's a little bit better. It's not quite WADA level testing, but
Because you
not
guys
gonna
have
be
caught
drug-free.
people, haven't you?
Yeah. We literally
we
caught.
caught
we
one
caught
of the
him on
college
you.
guys.
His testosterone level, like his blood level, level was ridiculous.
It was insane, off the charts. Insane.
Yeah, it was like actually stupid. His levels were.
Yeah, I think if you get caught, you should be banned for life.
That's the thing is like I tried to also tell them is like as a lifter trying to lift in a drug-free federation, you guys should tell that to every single person. Be like, hey, don't do it. Don't lift here. Don't.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Go somewhere else. There's a million federations for a reason.
The problem is it's too easy to cheat.
It can be, unless you're a moment like that where you're like,
unless you're an idiot. But like, it's not that hard to cheat that test. It's not.
At local levels, and yes, I agree.
It's easy.
I agree.
You should do a UCPL meet.
All the Olympics.
Legitimately good, and I guarantee you I can pass the drug test.
There's coaches
I mean,
that they coach natural athletes.
I know of
on how to get through that.
He makes his living off of coaching Olympic and high-level powerlifters.
They make like hundreds of thousands of dollars
getting Olympic athletes and high-level powerlifters, really good natural bodybuilders, and that's all they do for a living.
Guys, I have an idea of a business idea we need to get into, I guess.
Well, there's detection times for all the different drugs, so you can manipulate what you take so that your levels are peaked as much as they can be into the test, and you won't pop for anything.
Well, and then there's also other compounds that are really hard to test for.
Yeah, stuff that's like ultra expensive to test for. They don't even have a test yet, and stuff so there's all kinds of ways to get around it.
Yeah, I always talk with my buddy. He's pretty good powerlifter. He's about to total 2K, and like I see these lifters like Russell Orhill, and I forget what his last name is. Orhill. Is that Orhi? Like, okay. I always want. Do you guys think they're on drugs? Like, do you think
Seth does?
I like to think that
he's not.
People can achieve that naturally. Especially,
I think that, but like, okay, the only thing I think of is like a coach and an athlete myself. Okay, you watch his training videos, right? And say he triples 736 for a squat. I'm just making up a number. Say he triples 736 for a squat in training, and then he goes to meet and he hits 726 for a grinder on his third.
He cuts a lot of weight. Like at least for his 83,
Yeah,
like he was cutting 20 pounds.
My argument
for
that
training at 200 pounds.
is they're cutting very aggressively.
Yes.
And they don't have a 24-hour wait.
Yeah. If they're cutting aggressively for 2-hour weigh-ins, then I
and they
get that.
can't take the drugs.
He always like.
And a lot of times,
Exactly.
And a lot of times they have to travel as well. So like whenever you take that into consideration, I can kind of start seeing how they underperform
curious.
based on training. So that's my coping
I'm the same. I'm the same way as Claudio though. I mean, it could be coping with it. I mean, especially with you consider like Austin Perkins
and,
doing 891.5 kg at
and they also,
71 kg. He's like 162 pounds.
They also have out of meet testing,
which is
where a lot of them they'll just get randomly tested like at some time because it's kind of like Olympic lifters.
But
like you have to report where you're gonna be if you're gonna travel. You have to tell them.
What's interesting though is those guys have been called out by other people and they won't post their blood work. They pass the drug test, but they won't. They will not post the blood work. They will not.
But see, I mean, it's
so
I mean,
these guys won't show anyone the blood work.
There was somebody who popped hot for Tren in the IPF,
and he'd been doing it for 3 years.
Well, he was banned. He didn't compete until recently again, and then he got a medal, which I hate the most for the guy who was below him because he didn't get his medal instead of that guy, but he got banned again for life. He's not ever in IPF ever again. But it is unfortunate when you see stuff like that because it's just I don't know how they want to allow that and not have drug testing like normal.
Well, I think it's way more rampant than you guys think.
Well, have you seen the movie Icarus? I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah,
Icarus,
yeah.
And where there's whole schemes like even the WADA facility was part of
weightlifting was almost like on a chopping block just because it was so corrupted.
I mean, you think of all the other countries, they don't test. They don't care. Russia is a
I mean, if you look at how much money Sheffield makes, it's like, why should they?
Is the Sheffield tested?
Yes.
Yeah. Really? Wow. Did Ray Williams get popped?
He did, but it was for pre-workout. It wasn't for...
I thought it was some like heart
medicine
or something like that.
Like, this is pre-workout.
Yeah, it's
what was in the pre-workout
that he took. I don't remember what pre-workout it was that he took, but he took pre-workout. And
I know there was also some
because
Canadian.
Like, there are pre-workouts that have SARMs in them.
Yeah.
And but like I'm sorry, like those pre-workouts are like what's in them most of the
Right.
time.
I mean, again, like especially if he's a high level lifter, he definitely should have known what he's doing. Like, there's no excuses for it for sure.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many things where I'm telling even just local people here, I'm like, don't be careful with like deer antler or like certain things in pre-workouts that they just throw in there,
Yeah.
and people don't read labels and won't know. Okay, well, if I get
Yeah.
drug tested, I'll pop for this without realizing it. You know,
I
it's
know
like
a while ago there was some Canadian 120 plus that got popped, and he blamed his pre-workout and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's super common.
It's happened in the UFC a lot too. Like I think John Jones got vindicated of that for a pre-workout. Now their testing's more elaborate,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
But like they don't even catch people. Like
Oh,
so
yeah.
if UFC
Yeah.
is not catching people, WAD is not catching people at the Olympics. Like you think powerlifting they're catching people? Oh,
fair.
I used to be a big believer that a lot of them were, taking stuff, but after like being more involved in meeting like Dylan and
Yeah, I mean,
Chase,
about to say,
I feel like I don't know what to
example.
believe.
yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. I believe that they're natural. Like I'm
They
around
are,
them and stuff.
yeah.
Like no, I believe. I totally believe they are. Just I mean, they're just freaks, and there are freaks. And these guys probably would still be the best without him. Are they doing like crazy stuff? Maybe not. But I do think they're pushing the boundaries. A lot of them. Are all of them? No. But I think Jesus 100% is.
Interesting.
100%.
Claudio's like best friends with him, so
I'm a day one Jesus believer.
yeah. Seriously though, like Claudio's like even like known him for a while and followed him and like they
just
talked
knowing
a
his
lot.
coach, like he is notorious for that.
Joey Flex is
Yeah. He
not
did have-
the best. For
He's
sure.
notorious for
I
it. So it's
know
like
John Hack used to be coached by Joey Flex, and he got caught.
Yeah.
Is this just because he
Not a
squats
good
more than you,
example.
Seth?
I mean,
he would squat more than me. Probably he
also
was
not
natural.
another good coach is like Joey Stanek, and he's coaching Austin Perkins, who is pound for pound the strongest lifter ever. So it is always suspicious with
Who's
opponents
Austin
like
Perkins?
That. He, you don't know who Austin is? Okay, he's a
Chase is
74 kg lifter. Yeah, well, he's the best lifter.
You said strongest guy ever. That Colton guy is
Yeah.
fucking bury this
Well,
guy.
natural, the strongest.
Oh,
natural.
gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, like it's.
I actually don't know. I don't follow powerlifting nearly as
Right.
much anymore
He
than I
just
used
won
to.
Sheffield.
Yes, he won
Okay.
Sheffield this year.
That
and
old
put
dude
up
fills me in on all this shit, and I just.
an 891.5 kg total at 74
Oh
kg.
wow. Yeah,
So
that's fucking wild.
that's
yeah.
that's
It's just crazy. Like,
stupid.
dude, literally less than 10 years ago, that was like the strongest super heavyweights.
Yeah,
Yes,
That's
yeah,
fucking-
that's
it's-
also yeah. That's
well,
what's
crazy to
so
see the
dumb.
evolution.
Like a while ago, like the totals Chase and Dylan are putting up would win, like pretty much any weight class, like
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And now they're like sub juniors,
Yeah.
barely.
As the sport grows and you get more money in it, that's when it gets evolved to this level. Like back then, like with the West Side guys, they were just fucking doing it to go to a local meet and win a trophy. They didn't half the time they didn't even stick around for their trophy. And now you go to
the game, bro.
yeah. Well, now, yeah, they're
Backs
fucking
and-
they're ruining their life for
He's
the.
like,
He's got
for
a
the
meet
love of the
coming up.
game.
Leave him alone. He just blows out like
Yeah.
no one in his weight
Yeah.
Blew his
class.
knee out. He's just fucking like going back in for another squat. Get under that bar. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, what are you
He's going against nobody.
Yeah.
But now it's like now you incentivize people with how much was the Sheffield payout?
500.
That's a stupid amount. No, I mean like
Uh,
total.
yeah.
I think total it's 250 like euro or something like
Maximum
that.
No,
amount a single
total-
lift, maximum
Was it
amount
more?
a single lifter could win was 45 euros.
Okay.
45,000 euros,
euro.
which is about
Yeah.
$50,000.
Yeah.
So like as you put more money in a sport, like especially with like strongman, it's like now like there's guys in like Seth's class that like played in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because now they're incentivized. Okay, maybe I can like coach or whatever, run a gym on the side, make some money, and then I'm gonna make a 50,000 on the side from competing.
Yeah. Right.
So it raises that.
That
It's
bar.
it's funny because like people want more money in strongman that shouldn't want more money in strongman because that if there's more money then you'll never win it
Yeah.
because then it's gonna bring in more people.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
Yeah.
funny like the guy that like can barely win a local show is like, oh, I want more money, and it's like, well, no, you don't, because then like this CrossFitter is gonna come over just because he can win 10 grand.
That one guy
Your ass,
making posts about that where he was like,
Oh, my bad.
you want more money, but you don't want the better competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I guess it's
Because
fair.
like pretty much any D1 athlete, if they decided to do any sort of strength sport, they have a good chance of just being in the top within 4 years.
Especially with
Yeah.
like good training, learning actual
Yeah.
like technique instead of just raw lifting and not
Yeah.
knowing shit. Yeah. they would-
Genetics at the end of the day are
100%.
the most degrading thing of all time.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm never like a blame genetics guy. Like, I feel like I've had like horrible genetics. Like, I was 110 pounds when I graduated high school.
I wasn't
so
far
like,
out from you. So
yeah. So I mean, like,
I mean, I kind of also think about you said the money thing. I mean, it's kind of true when you think about like how the IPF has just exploded with more and more members taken away from USAPL because of Sheffield.
Yeah.
People like will probably never get there in their life because there's 24 competitors
Yeah.
total. But people see that and be like, "Oh shit, I want all that money, so I'm gonna go there." You know,
I mean,
it's and it
there's
just
also
causes
just this giant wave of really, really young lifters. They're all below like 22.
Yeah.
And just putting up insane numbers.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're all
Stupid.
PRing like every single week. Just
I've
like,
won.
the level of competition in 5 years is going to be ridiculous.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
As long as
it already is, but
Yeah,
even more
yeah.
so.
It's just especially thinking about like what was it 2019 when powerlifting just blew up. Like think about like the nationals there. Like Candido was the winning 83s or whatever
Yeah.
then, and now it's like
Yeah,
83s
like
or
his
900
total
kg.
now,
It's
like,
like fuck,
Yeah.
dude. It's
maybe he wins a
insane.
local show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like stupid. It's
Yeah.
like 700
Yeah.
kg was like that's a national level lifter, and then now they're throwing up 900 kg at
Crazy.
83. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what is this?
You got
dude?
women hitting 700 kg.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's insane. Like Agatha is gonna bench like over like 375 eventually as a woman, and it's just mind-boggling to think about how strong everybody's just getting in the scene.
So is Sheffield the powerlifting kind of like how World's Strongest Man is to Strongman?
They have
'Cause
like
that's
the
like
big-
it's only
they-
open,
Kind
right?
of real. I mean, a little bit, but there's the 4 majors.
Yeah, we have,
Or
like,
I
the
guess now it's the
circuit.
3 majors.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shaw's not happening, but like,
Okay.
you got Worlds, you got Arnold, you got Rogue, and then you have the Shaw Classic, Smo.
Is that not happening anymore?
No,
Not
it's
this
called-
year.
What happened with?
Brian just got burnt out,
Oh,
and like him and his wife just basically like.
I think they try to do too much.
and they were just like, they just
Damn,
don't
that
have the
sucks.
energy.
I mean,
to do
they're
it.
renting the Budweiser Center in Colorado, which has got to be $100,000+ endeavor. He's putting $100,000+ into equipment. Then he tried to get into like the
kids.
amateur side. It's just like,
yeah.
It was just too much. I think.
Yeah.
I think it will come back eventually in some sort of form.
Yeah.
But I think they need to scale it down. They can and make it more of a manageable.
yeah,
show.
it's almost like a circuit in strongman. There's like the
Yeah.
big 3 now, and you just like the best guys do those.
I mean,
3.
and then like Worlds is going to get you the most like out in like the most popularity like outside of strongman. But like the Arnolds and Rogue and the Smo, I feel like in the strongman world is more respect.
Yeah. But if you
'Cause, like-
asked anyone, I think like if you gave him true serum, like if you asked Seth like what title he could win, he'd want to win World's Strongest Man. Really?
Which one would you rather
I
win?
wouldn't Smo.
Really?
Yeah.
I call bullshit. Like you'd be on the list of the elite strongmen in the world history that won World's Strongest Man. It's just like it's the most sought after title.
It would be cool. I may agree with you just because of like it boosts your career the most.
Yeah, yeah.
But on the fact of like what show do I want to be known for winning?
Really?
The Smo. Are you
Really?
kidding me? The heaviest and fucking hardest
But
show in the world.
I feel like in all the strength sports, you guys have an outside perspective, but I think World's Strongest Man is the biggest title in strength sports history. With like the history of it, like on ESPN, like you watch it on like Christmas Eve with your like family and shit. So that's why I just thought, I don't know. I think Seth's lying.
I think it's the most interesting to everybody.
Yeah, I think
maybe-
for your
Yeah.
career wise, like I may pick it just because like it would probably boost the career
Yeah.
and like actually making money the best. But like if you would want to show like if that didn't matter, that part didn't matter. No, Smo.
Yeah.
That's the hardest show in the world.
Yeah.
That, I mean, in like, and to me, yeah, that's gonna get you the most respect. Like if you win that show, you are the strongest
Yeah.
person. Like if you win World's Strongest Man, it doesn't necessarily, in my opinion, mean you're the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
You win the Smo, you're the strongest man on the
You are
planet.
Strongman.
It's hard to explain
You
from
are
to an
strong,
outsider because it's like World's Strongest Man, but the weights are actually pretty like for these guys are pretty relatively light.
It's more of a
It's made
speed
for
show.
it's made for television. Like I don't know, like 20+ years ago, they signed a contract and they basically did a deal with the devil where that's why you can't watch World's Strongest Man live.
Yeah.
We know the winner 9 months before it's announced
Yeah.
on TV.
Like on their YouTube channels, everybody posts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, and they really don't try to hide it anymore. They used to do it in third world countries.
Yeah.
So and they made the guys sign like NDAs and shit like that. But now they do it in like Myrtle Beach and Sacramento
Yeah,
and
we can
stuff.
thank Eddie
Like,
Hall for that.
yeah. So I don't know. It's just weird because it's like at Strongest Man on Earth, you might be pressing something that's 400 pounds, but World Strongest Man, you're only pressing something that's 300. But no one knows the difference from the
Yeah.
outside, so they do it for TV.
But that's what I was
But
saying.
that's why they're able to pay so much because
Yeah.
they have the TV deal.
When they don't pay so much. Smo's pays more.
Yeah, but that's why they went out of business.
Oh no! I don't think that was the main
Really?
reason. They didn't lose very much, according to people that I know, and like they broke even, or like not quite broke even.
Yeah.
But like to put on that big of a show, you need to be making money.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the whole point. You know, it's
Yeah.
like the whole point of what you wanting to put on any event is just to make money.
But no,
You
Worlds
know?
out of the big three, I believe, is the least amount.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
like 75.
It's hard to compete against like companies like Rogue and shit now.
Yeah,
when
Rogue
they have
is
unlimited
the
money.
most.
SBD.
SBD.
You know, I mean, they can just put any kind of money into anything. That's why
Yeah.
Sheffield
Yeah.
was able to come around. Is because SBD just throws money at them.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
and they sell out.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the only powerlifting meet to actually really sell out.
Oh, I thought it was actually cool.
spectators.
I watched it. I liked
Yeah.
Sheffield.
That's
I
what I was
thought
saying.
was
Like
cool.
it is the best powerlifting
Because they
meet
had
to
less
watch. It just is.
powerlifters.
Yeah, I mean,
I
24
hated how they
lifters.
won, how they decided the winner sucked, but
With percentage.
Yeah,
You don't
that-
like the percentage base
that was so
of the
stupid.
record.
I feel that also kind of makes it different and interesting.
Yeah, that's
compared
why.
to like
That's,
a
why
Yeah,
regular-
that's why I like it because it's not a standard meet. It's either going to be dots or total.
but it was a
weights,
percentage
you know?
on the total. Like, who's judged whose total is harder to break?
Well, I mean, it's just like the record of that weight class. Each
yeah,
weight class.
Yeah,
like,
but they won off of they breaking that weight classes
Right,
by
percentage.
But like, one weight class could have had a lower, like, couldn't have
Yeah,
been as
right,
competitive. Like,
they are.
In my opinion, that's not a good way to judge the best powerlifter at all. Like, that's why, like, I'm not a big component of weight class athletes competing against outside of their weight class. Like, it's too hard to judge, like, because like they didn't lift as much, but
What
they
do you
won.
think would be a good way? To
They need
like,
to cut weight classes in half, have bigger weight classes, have more competitors, and so it makes it much more interesting because you have now 5 or 6 badasses going head to head at each
Yeah.
other instead of one guy in that weight class. But he's in that weight class just so he can beat the open guy.
Yeah.
I
That's the
think-
thing. That's the thing about strongman is you only have 4 pro classes, so you can't really run from the best. Like you have 80, 90, 105, and super heavies, and that's it. So like at the Arnold, we got 30 guys in our class, and a lot of them are killers. You know, like so I can't cut to 73 kilo or go to 84. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the only thing I think.
I think they do that like specifically like with powerlifting, like all the weight classes too. Is just like goes back to like what I've talked to you, like we've talked about with Seth of like the people who are lifting are the audience.
Yes,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not outside
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Like compared
that's
to
true.
strongman, you guys have less weight classes because you guys don't have to have a bunch of people lifting in your thing because you guys are gonna get people to watch you
Yeah.
because you're, you know.
No,
Yeah.
and I
All
agree.
the-
I agree.
all the
I
weight.
totally
Power- you guys
Powerlifting
are
needs to
lifting.
find a way too, and it seems like with the Sheffield they did a good job, but just get more eyes on it
Yeah.
because it's naturally boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love it. Like it's my first
Like,
love, but like
squat is the most entertaining because it's when people just begin. People get tired on bench because sadly it's just a movement that isn't as cool to watch. Unless
Yeah.
you're doing 500 pounds, people aren't going to really care.
Even then.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, even then, they kind of lull themselves to sleep, and then deadlift, they wake back up because oh shit. it's
yeah,
cool to see
deadlifts are a
somebody
cool way to
slam a
end the
weight
meet,
down,
but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it just needs to find ways to keep getting more and more
I
interesting.
do-
And then
They need to
banning
encourage-
fucking
I-
celebrating.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
sucks.
need
Yeah,
encourage them to
that
be
one's the thing
showmen.
I really hate. I think what they should also do that I've talked about is like just cut down the attempts and have it be 2-2-2. You know, I
Yeah,
think like
that's actually
that
a really
makes
good.
it
That's
so
actually a
much-
really good
I
idea.
The
think
stakes
Great
are way
idea, too.
higher. It's way less.
Because
of a
like
time
honestly,
to
your
have
opener
it
is
meet.
almost like a waste because
Yeah,
you
it's
can take
a
it in the
warm-up.
warm.
Exactly.
The people that
like
miss
your
their
last-
openers are fucking stupid anyway. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, like that rule of like you can't like celebrate in front of the rack or whatever. It's so weird to me because like when you squat. So like, if I squat and you get a successful lift, right? And you go to rack it, all my momentum's taking me forward and I'm fucking excited. So
Yeah.
what are you going to do when you're excited? You're going to continue to your head is literally already in front of the bar. So you're just going to continue your momentum and get fired up and like,
Yeah.
no, fucking pissed I'd be if I had a PR squat and it got
See,
no
the
lifted.
thing about that too is they had redacted and it's like we won't actually change this until
Yeah.
after Sheffield or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. I was like, oh, so you guys are waiting until
Well, they
after
shoulda
the
l-
biggest meet
Get
to be
better
like, oh,
footage.
let's make it fucking shitty now.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you
Yeah.
get? Like, it's such a
They should
stupid way.
encourage the athletes to be showmen. They
No,
should
100%.
encourage them.
This is
They
how
should
you get the sport
encourage them
popular.
to
Like-
Dude, it's like-
pick fights with the other athletes,
Yes.
like
It needs
to be
online. They should
competitiveness.
encourage them
Yeah.
to
That's-
start creating rivalries. They should encourage them to start amping the sport up.
Yeah.
It
Create
also just
drama.
goes back to like clip farming and like other stuff. People get into things like so easily
Yeah.
because there's a small amount of time span. Especially
Yeah.
when people are
Yes.
celebrating after a deadlift. They're gonna be, oh shit, this gets 1 million views because he just deadlifted that. Compared
Yes.
to like somebody wouldn't watch that if it's an hour-long video.
Yeah.
You know, it's like nobody's gonna want to watch that, but people are gonna want to watch
Yeah.
it more interesting, especially
need, like,
showing
the-
effort and being excited.
You need like the MMA model where like you get like a guy like Conor McGregor. Like, yeah, maybe he's not the best guy in the class, but everyone's gonna fucking watch when he fights. Yeah. You need guys like that. You need guys that hate each other.
Just because he makes it interesting. He actually, just
powerlifting can be
entertainment.
Cool. Don't get me wrong.
I think it can.
You just need more.
Why do you think so many people like watching Louis Simmons and those guys? They're fucking insane.
Yeah.
You just fucking
Yeah. I mean, they weren't very smart, but we all like watching them.
Yeah, everybody knows about them.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
And so, like, I think the natural guys can learn from that, and create it more exciting. And like strongman, like I'm not the best at doing that type of stuff. Like I'm okay at it. Like when I'm at the show, I like putting on.
I was about to say you're pretty good at like pushing people on. Drag, motherfucker, drag! Drag! I love it, dude. Like again, I think you're a lot better than what you think you are. But I mean, I agree. Like just amping people up more. It's just it's a part of a sport. It's what makes a sport a sport.
Yeah.
It's energy.
Yeah,
you know?
like you look at the best football rivalries, like they fucking hate each other.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, we've 100%. Talked about like what it would take to make a truly like high production powerlifting meet. And we were like, well, you know, you really kind of go one of two ways. You either make it open to all competitors where you can try to get as many competitors in there as possible, bring them all in, you know, to get the money to put on something nice, or it's invitational only, and you're hand picking the people that you're inviting.
That's kind of strongman too.
And then that way you have, you know, the guys that maybe have the beef or that they're posting online, people know about them, or they're celebrating, and that's gonna cut a lot of people out of the.
Do you guys? I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember. I sound fucking old, or been involved in powerlifting long enough, but there was a beef in like 2015 with Jimmy Pacifico, who's the son of one of the greatest powerlifters ever, Larry Pacifico. Him and Chris Papillion. If you ever look it up, Chris Papillion was a felon, and Jimmy Pacifico was like had issues with drugs and shit, and they were the craziest motherfucking single ply lifters in the world, and they clash, and they're in the same class, and they truly hate it. You can tell when two people truly hate each other. Like you want to kill this person when you're with them, and that's what they did, and it drew so many eyes to powerlifting, and they made like a 10,000 20 something bet, and everyone watched that local meet because they went head to head, and they fucking these guys hated each other. Hated each other, and that's the type of shit you need. Like, unfortunately,
100%. Again, it's just entertainment, energy. Like, it's just so important for any sport. To be successful.
Well, and I think powerlifting has gone the way of like, it's a little bit like the people tend to be a little bit. Well, and it's also because the sport like penalizes you for being actually an exciting human being, but like they become more and more like chill, and it's like kills the hype of the sport. It's like a 900-pound squat, slowly rack it, and I'll just quietly walk away. You just fucking squatted 900 pounds.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely is a lot harder to think about it like that. I see so many people like lifting heavy ass weight that nobody else in like a commercial gym can't do, and they're just like, all right. It's like me warming up. I'm just like, it's cool, even though I'm not realizing how much weight I'm lifting.
I mean, honestly, at the local level, I don't see how many meet directors will even want that to be enforced.
Yeah. I think at the local level you need to kind of keep it the same, because that's like the root of the sport, and that's what funnels like the money to like the Sheffields and shit like that.
You can't have
There's nothing wrong with a good old fun powerlifting meet. Like, we host powerlifting meets at our gym, and like I leave always, and I'm just like kind of like so fired up. Like it makes me always want to do a meet again.
Oh, dude,
and like it's just like something about like same thing with strongman. Like the amateur level, there's something like so pure about it. Like you just remember like you hitting your first 500-pound deadlift and like, you know, that shit. I think that's still awesome. Like, I don't want to dump on that shit.
I'm so excited for this meet we're going to host, because the country bar has like a whole dance floor where we'll have seats, and then it has a huge stage.
Yeah, it's at Oklahoma Ranch. Have you seen that, Bill? It's
I mean, I might have seen it.
It's just at the Comedy Club.
So it's literally where I stay when I'm in OKC.
It is like, what's going to be really cool is like, state championships gets you to nationals, but there's a lot of lifters who won't go to nationals, you know, they won't qualify, but at least they'll be able to like hit a PR that's not super crazy, but they'll be able to do it on a stage.
They give them
their family watching.
Big stage. This is the biggest meet also we've put on.
Yeah, it's like
that's
good. They're going to be able to go to a stage that's local in Oklahoma City. Their family can watch them without paying a huge fee. And it's like, it's just really good opportunity, and I think that's awesome.
That's what I think about it. Every strongman contest I host, I'm like, you got to remember, like, not everyone gets to go to nationals, not everyone gets to go to worlds.
Right.
and sometimes as an athlete, like I just get to go to Arnold. Like I take that for granted. But like that's why at my shows I try to do the best to like. I always think about my first ever strongman show. Right, if it sucked ass, that might have been my only time I did strongman. So I take it so personally to run a good meet every time I do it. Like in my rules meet, I always ask like if it's your first meet, raise your hand, and we all clap for that person. And it's like let's all take it personally to make this person their best show so that they stay in the sport and they love it. And like, yeah, they may never compete at the Arnold or OSG or whatever, but they're going to remember that time they went to fucking the ranch and hit an awesome squat PR and it was cool as shit.
That's on a stage with a big screen.
Yeah, like that's sweet, man.
The
So
lights,
props
the
to you
fog
guys.
coming
That's
in, like,
Are you guys going to do that?
We're trying to do
We're
it.
gonna
Yeah.
do a lot of
machine for
stuff.
deadlifts.
Yeah,
That's
the
awesome.
I think to
lights
get
and-
some energy back in the
Yeah,
crowd.
man.
We'll start.
So like as much
Yeah.
as we dumped on powerlifting, I do think like that stuff's awesome and needed. And
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I think it's more just like the lazy promoters that. It's funny, like in strongman, like the people that like are lazy promoters, they phase themselves out in a year or two. Like they don't host shows.
Well, their
anymore.
shows are so boring they don't want to do them anyways.
Yeah,
So.
and, it's hard, and you quickly realize as a promoter, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
a,
yeah,
like
100%.
especially like powerlifting. Okay, you know what you're gonna expect. We know we need this because it's squat, bench, deadlift. But like strongman, like people throw these lofty goals out there. Like, oh, I want to do a keg toss into a fucking ring of fire. And it's like, well, then you actually have to you put it on the thing and people sign up for it. You got to actually do it.
Yeah.
And like I think there should be more accountability for promoters that suck ass when they suck. And it's like, you know, I just think like you should just be a little bit more vetting to be able to actually host a meet.
I'm really happy about like how we did our first strongman comp with the Soukup showdown.
Yeah.
So-
because we had Seth, Alec, Jackie, like, all these pros.
Yeah.
And it's a local show, and we gave out
More money than
we
OSG.
gave out more money than OSG.
Oh, you guys gave out money?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
also
We give
gonna
out
be
prize
giving out
money,
for our
yeah.
February meet too.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's another thing.
Those
big
trophies
check.
that we have.
That's sweet.
We also
Yeah,
got
a decent amount.
How much
Like,
did you guys? How much did you guys give out?
These trophies.
Those were the trophies.
We
Oh.
gave out
I
a
was looking at this
total of
1,300 or something.
1,300.
1,400 in the end.
Yeah,
that's
we were
cool.
able to give out cool awards. So we made it like Mario themed.
Yeah,
So staff had red shirts and athletes had green shirts.
Yep.
And then we were able to, you know, Swallies was kind enough to provide food for everybody.
Yeah, he was talking about that. That's
Yeah,
insane.
And then,
I was so amped up. I wasn't
Yeah,
hungry.
it was,
yeah, me too. But it was like for a local
It smells
show.
like
It was my first strongman like comp I've ever been to, and I competed in it.
yeah.
But I just love like the production of it. How Seth and Alec were able to just provide so much for everybody.
Yeah.
And like get big checks for everybody. We gave out supplements for the winners. and
Yeah.
Just made it like a huge thing that like, according to Seth, not a lot of other shows would do that.
No, because
No,
like,
no.
I've noticed a lot of like when I first started Strongman, your care package was awesome.
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
Get like pre-workout stuff like that. Now local shows they give you nothing.
Yeah.
Lucky if you get a
And they
T-shirt.
and they charge more than ever, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
that's I take it so personally at our shows, and like I started running a pro show last year where for super heavyweight guys like Seth, if you're a pro or like a high ranking amateur, and like same thing as you guys, like I want to make it like a cool production. So I found like the biggest state fair in my area, and I found out that they had a stage. And usually it's like boring. They're handing out like ice cream sandwiches. So I'm like, can I come on Saturday and run a pro strongman show and then pay these guys like $3,000 plus? So my goal is to pay out $10,000 in the next 5 years to the winner solely. So, yeah. So it's called the All American Pro Am, and like, but the fair hit me up after, and they want us back so bad next year. Like at first it was like a test year, and they said that they never got so much feedback from the fair from people watching as they did for strongman because how awesome it was to watch. So
That's really cool.
yeah, it's like, you know, like powerlifting and
have a
strongman are every spectator, whether you like it or not, is a mom, a dad, a sister, a girlfriend, a wife, and that's your base. So I thought like, okay, how can I get naturally people that have never seen strongman there? Well, a state fair,
There's other stuff they're already there for.
there's thousands of
Yeah.
people there, and then you walk and you see someone like Seth deadlifting a car.
Yeah.
We did a car deadlift for reps, and dude, they set out 300 chairs for us, and all 300 were filled by people that have never seen strongman. A guy came and joined our gym because he was at the fair with his family, saw strongman, bigger guy, wanted to do strongman. Like that's so cool. So like this year we're trying to pay out more and
Yeah.
do a
seems like
yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
I was just saying, it seemed like a really good idea for us to do.
That we're gonna
here.
steal.
Oh, you guys had a live stream? I
We're
watched
straight
it.
up,
Yeah.
Might actually take your idea and.
Dude, no, well, it's
not
like
gonna lie.
even powerlifting. Like, dude, go put it in a state fair. It doesn't take up that much space, and there's already a natural audience. And even if they stay for 10 lifts, that's a person that stayed for 10 lifts.
I'm gonna cut this out of the podcast so no one can steal it from us.
That's
now.
right.
Yeah.
Well, and like I do feel like
No,
I don't
I
know.
like
You
that,
could
though.
do not a necessarily sanctioned powerlifting meet and implement some of the things like you said. Only 2 attempts. You can have a higher price pool, so maybe you could draw another
It doesn't
athlete.
have to be in necessarily
Yeah.
USAPL sanctioned meet.
Or just do a max
Right.
deadlift.
Oh,
Start
yeah,
off with a max deadlift.
or something like that.
We did one of those. We did
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
We were
one
gonna
of
do it
those.
again,
stuff.
but
Yeah.
I just feel like it was kind of a problem.
I want to
whenever we
do another
things.
deadlift
Yeah.
competition where we used a kabuki bar with straps allowed,
Just fucking
and we
send
did
it,
collegiate. But what I kind of want to push for is we just do a team base, and then just people are like, you get your five a team or something, and you guys just deadlift with each other
Yeah, that's
to
pretty
beat
cool.
another group of 5, like a bunch of groups of 5 or something.
Yeah, we did a max deadlift at our, like a 580 deadlift championship, and you had to be a member to do it. And we just allowed everything, like sumo with straps, and it was just so fun. Like you didn't win anything, but it was just fun time to like go max your
Yeah,
deadlift.
didn't Frawley hit it 800?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get this one going was fun because we just drove around everywhere. I went down
So, yeah,
to
those-
OU's gym and talked to their coordinator, and then I went all the way out to OSU and talked to their coordinator, try to get them to put stuff up. And then we went around your old school and
That
poked
was
around
fun.
there. Yeah, like
We were like sneaking into frat houses to lay flyers.
That's
and-
awesome.
yeah, there was one. I think it was the
Pike.
Pikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pikes wouldn't answer the door or anything, so their door was open, so I just went in to
Hell
their
yeah.
kitchen and left some flyers on the
That's
kitchen
awesome.
table.
We
It was
found like my
trash.
old professor and talked to him, and then we went and found the president, Todd Lamb,
Yeah,
and like talked to him a little bit.
Yeah.
It was funny, like, but only one UCO guy came. To compete.
all that
Yeah,
effort.
that was so crazy to
we
me.
saw
All
the
that
football
effort.
team like walking into the locker room before the
Yeah.
game or something, and so I hop out of the car and run up to one of their guys like, "Hey, man!" Hey, he started.
That's
hammering
First
a
thing he
couple
says, he's like,
times.
"Oh, I
Fuck
know
you,
someone
dude.
who will win this,"
Yeah.
and like no one said
Yeah, that's
that.
the thing I
Yeah.
hated the most is you guys put in so much effort too for those guys, and we just got only like OSU and OU and
I
ECU.
think if we do like open for everybody with like a 4 or 5 person team, with like the only rule being like there has to be a girl on the team.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like that would make things interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do
good.
me, Claudio, Seth, Jackie, and Alfredo.
Should we take a couple women from the gym too as like freelances they can hire?
I make Dylan wear a wig or Chase wear a wig or something.
It's like if you want Izzy on your
Already has
team,
a
you got to
wig
pay
on.
$1,000.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be interesting. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you guys like you can tell like you guys care, and that's really all that matters. Like those are the best promoters. You guys will always run shows, always have a good gym. Like people that are in it for like a quick like flash in the pan, they're in it for the wrong reasons, and that's why they go away so quick.
I don't know how people like that even make money. Maybe one time.
They do a quick like. It's crazy because in strongman there's no regulate. I don't know if it's like this in like powerlifting America or USAPL, but strongman's kind of the wild west with like you have no guidance on like what you should charge. So like now people will run like a 3-event show and charge $150, and it's like holy shit.
It's crazy. All the shows are 4-event shows now. Have
Yeah.
you noticed that?
When we started, like my first strongman contest was $50 to sign up for, and it was the best show I ever did. And now it's like everything
It's
is
120.
yeah.
I feel like that's standard.
And I get it for like
About
bigger
125.
shows like the Arnold, like like it's expensive because they spend so much money to rent the Arnold space and all that stuff. But it's like, dude, you're hosting a show in a parking
Yeah,
lot
but at this
with like
rate-
one shitty log. Just fucking give me $50 and let me come do it. Like,
But OSG and the Arnold every year, if they keep bumping up the rates as fast as they are, they're going to price everyone out.
oh, for sure.
Like
for
they're
sure.
bumping the rates up significantly.
Yeah.
every year.
Especially we're holding better meats in there.
Yeah.
We're giving out money on
give
like
out
the-
more
Yeah,
money
well,
to
that's the
OSG.
thing is like like, it's nice because competition forces growth.
Yeah.
So like you could have been like it happened in my area. Like there was big shows, but then we started running better shows. And they just people come to what's better. So like it's like it's crazy. Like I don't know if you guys how into strongman you are, but like OSG this year had that huge scandal with like
Yeah.
they've paid out for like every year since,
Yeah.
and then this year they just after the fact.
Well, even then, I know whenever Alec won one event, he was supposed to get sponsored
by ESPN.
by
Yeah.
he ended up like not getting anything.
And they
from
ended
that.
up just being like, we're only doing the open class
Yeah.
now instead of any other weight class.
Which I don't like. I almost wish they would just take money out of it and just be like, listen, we're not paying, and just define it. Like, don't leave people up for guessing. Like, 1 year the winner's getting $4,000.
Yeah.
Next year they're getting 2. Next year they're getting nothing. Next year they're getting 3. Just say, hey, like, define it, and just say we're paying this. I just am a big fan. Like, I've won money at 3 competitions, and I wish they'd take it out of it and only give it to the pro guys, because that's what's going to actually bring more money long term into the show.
Yeah.
I think if you'd actually look at it from like an economic standpoint, like if you talk to like a top level economist, whatever the fuck you call it, and they would actually probably be able to show you proof from like financial backing that if you pay the top people way more, then it'll eventually trickle down.
Well,
I think
it's
strength
kinda
sports
like-
are so set on like paying equal to women and men. That's very controversial.
Well, it's kind of like
I don't wanna lose any
car
clients
companies.
right now.
They have like their Halo cars. They're like super expensive, like top end car, like the Challenger, like the Hellcats. Like not everybody's gonna buy a Hellcat, but everybody's gonna want to buy a Charger or a
Yeah,
Challenger
yeah.
because it looks like a Hellcat.
Yeah,
True.
that's
Similar to, like,
bodybuilding.
you need
too.
your Halo athletes that will bring in everybody else underneath them.
Do you know the Pittsburgh Pro being in bodybuilding?
Yeah,
It's like a huge bodybuilding. It's like right behind the Olympia and the Arnold.
Yeah.
We're hosting our
It's-
first.
it's
We're hosting.
like- It's right at like the New York Pro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I believe that Pittsburgh is one of the shows where if you win there, you're qualified for the Olympia.
Yes,
now.
yeah.
Some of them,
It's the same
A lot of them
promoters.
now you have to get multiple. They went back to a point system, but I believe Pittsburgh Pro, New York Pro, and Tampa.
Yeah.
maybe one other.
No, they got rid of all the point system. It's if you win, you're qualified. 2 and 3 don't get any points. That's how it used to be. Is 2 and 3 you got points. Now it's just winners of all pro shows are qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hosting the first amateur show in the Pittsburgh Pro this
Yeah,
year.
you got a conversation with Jim Manning.
Yeah, they called and they want to grow it into more of like an Arnold where there's other sports. So we're hosting Pittsburgh Strongest Man this year inside the Pittsburgh Pro.
Will that be
Okay.
Will that be Battle of the Bridge? Is that
No, it's going to be Pittsburgh Strongest
so you're
Man.
doing a ton of shows.
Yeah.
Are you still doing Battle of the Bridge?
Yeah, that's regionals this year.
Oh, so
So we're doing Pittsburgh Strongest Man, and then on day 2, Strongman Cross bringing one of the America's Strongest Men weight classes to there. So
Okay.
America's Strongest Man will be inside the Pittsburgh Pro this year.
Sweet.
So yeah,
that's pretty
it's cool, man. I think there's been like some historic bodybuilders that won their pro card there, like Ronnie Coleman or someone like that won their pro
Seth
card.
Feroci.
Seth's a Pittsburgh guy, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Pittsburgh has a ton of strength history, but we don't have a lot of big strength gyms. It's really weird.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Like it's strange.
Yeah.
But
Some
yeah.
amazing bodybuilders and
Yeah.
and powerlifters have come out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, bodybuilding does a good job at tending their sport, though, and I think it has to do a lot with the strategy of keeping the money at the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. Like you're not going to go to an amateur show and be like, why aren't I getting $5,000? Why am I not getting $10,000? But that's for some reason what Strongman turned into, and I hate it.
And look at the women are not making close to what the men are because they're giving what they're bringing in, and in Strongman we do not do that at all. We're like, oh, we're all fair, and it's like, oh, come on.
Well, okay, look at it
It's
this
like,
way.
oh, it's like I'm glad, like if the promoters can do that, that's good, but like we're stunting the growth of the sport that way.
Well, I hosted the pro show we were talking about at the fair, and I had to do equal payout. So it had to be $3,000 per podium for men and women. And I tried to talk to women what class would get the most representation. 82 kilos. Okay, so we did super heavyweight men, 82 kilo women. Well, only 4 total women signed up. So I had to pay them $3,000, and then 26 pro super heavyweight showed up, and they still only get $3,000, and I lost $2,000 on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's like it's brutal, man. They just changed it this year as of January 1. Strongman only pays out per participation for pro-ams, which is really nice. So like in that instance, I would have only had to give like 500 or 750 to the women,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
so that's the way it should be.
That's kind of how we did ours. Was we
Yeah.
did it based on entries into the weight class. So like the 105 kg men.
Yeah.
Everyone that podium got money on that.
See, that's sweet.
So whereas like one of the women's classes, only first got any kind of money.
And see, like but like to any like normal brain person, that sounds normal.
Yeah.
We live in like this world where it's like equal payout, and like I don't know. I just never met like so many people in a sport that are. I'm talking about strongman. They're so entitled to get paid out. and there's no indication that you bring in money. Like I got like $750 for ASM, getting 8th place at ASM. Okay, with no one watching, and I got like $750 for getting 4th at ASM, and no one's there to watch me except my dad. Okay, and so it's like I don't know. I would just rather funnel it to the top. You're 100% right with bodybuilding because they've done it the right way for the longest way.
Yeah,
and I mean, look at how much money is in bodybuilding. Jim Mannion's probably $100 millionaire. Arnold's. I mean, he's as in other wealth, but the Arnold Classic alone, I mean, I think it's the biggest. I don't think it's even Sports Expo. I think it's like the biggest attended expo in like North America now.
I believe it's.
Have you guys been? Things. I don't think they're moving it.
Next year, they're supposed to move it somewhere else, weren't they?
Well, they've talked about moving it.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll ever move it from Columbus.
They need to. It's too small. Like
I remember
last year,
Seth saying about it.
Was
they'll
retarded.
Yeah.
They need to move.
Was it last year or the year before that everyone got sick too?
Every year.
Yeah, every year you get every year.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to the Arnold?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you guys should go.
I took it for
sick.
Yeah, all the shit we just said.
Toilets are nasty.
Toilets are disgusting.
Crowded.
It smells like one big protein fart. It's
Waiting super long
like
lines.
a sweaty.
Sounds like a blast.
I took it.
It's amazing.
Yoder told me he saw some chick with huge, like he said, it looked like circus dumbbells on her chest.
Oh,
No, way bigger than this. Yeah, it's absurd. You see, it's the best people watching,
dude. But I always took it for granted because, like I said, I was only 3 hours from there, like in college. So like we did that as our trip every year. Like we'd go Friday and Sunday, and then go train Saturday, and just not even go in the expo because it's so packed. But it was just like so much. It is so much fun. I think everyone that lives should go to the Arnold Classic at least once because I mean it's weird too because like you're going to piss, and right next to you pissing's Eddie Hall. Like it's so strange.
No, literally, I'm pissing. There's 4 bodyguards, and Sam Sulik is pissing.
Yeah, like
I'm surrounded by people watching me piss.
Yeah, and like you're just like walking, everything stops, and then Arnold walks through with all his guards. It's so weird, and you anyone you've ever seen on Instagram and lifting's there. You just go up and like be like, hey man, what's up? Like it's so strange.
Most of the time. Some are assholes, some are nice.
Yeah, I met Ronnie Coleman and I was like, shit, dude, never meet your heroes.
Yeah,
like he wasn't mean, but he was like not there. And
Ronnie's
kind of gone
nowadays.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this isn't the guy I saw squat 800 for 2.
I met him like 8 years ago now. It was when I first started at Metroflex, and Brian introduced me to him. He's like, yeah, pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks.
It's like kind of what you expect and then kind of not what you expect. But yeah. It's just
like how are you doing? He's like, yeah, buddy.
I did watch him squat for the first time since all of his back stuff.
Yeah, he had he was like crippled.
Yeah, so he would train with his, I believe his partner was like a big powerlifter dude. I don't remember his name though, but he would train with this one guy. I'm sure they still train together, but they would work out at the same time every day, and it was usually when I was working out later in the day, and then his partner would leave, and one day he left, and I see him kind of hobble out, look down, make sure he's gone. And then he hobbles back in, goes over to the belt squat, hooks it
really?
up, and starts
That's
trying to
hilarious.
squat. He knew he wasn't supposed to, but
That's
it was
awesome.
right around the time that he had just finished up one of the surgeries. I think he started doing a little bit of legs again, but I don't think he's doing any more legs anymore.
It was. I just remember him getting injured back to back, like all the time. He'd just keep training too. And I'm like, dude, just stop. Your body can't take it.
He looked like my grandma right before she died last time I saw him.
Oh man,
how he walked.
my
I'm like,
goodness.
fuck, man.
He just got a wheelchair. No.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to go to the Olympia because I was stationed out in Vegas, and it happened to be the little over a year and a half that I was there. The time they did it was in, what would that be, Orlando.
They're bringing it back there.
I think they go back and forth each year.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
really?
go like Vegas one year, Orlando.
Oh, I
the
didn't
next.
know that.
Yeah.
And so it was in Orlando that year, and then when I moved here, it was in Vegas, and I was like, well, I'm not going back to Vegas. And then I believe it's going to be in Orlando again.
Yeah.
I think they just go back and forth. So.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
East Coast, West Coast.
How long have we been recording for?
Good while.
What's your guys' longest episode?
It was
2
with
hours.
our longest was with Alec. It was 2 hours and 10 minutes.
This is the longest now.
Oh,
We're
shit,
2:15.
yeah, we broke the
That was
record.
longer.
We did.
Hell
We
yeah.
did. I mean, Chase, I think. Well, I
No,
guess,
theirs was an hour
Alec
58 minutes.
Okay.
Something like
It's getting
that.
longer every podcast.
We're
Yeah.
just getting better at
that's-
talking.
Yeah,
That's
it was
okay.
getting good.
You know?
It's so easy to do. Too,
Oh, dude!
like,
Especially when
it's
we added
crazy.
more and more people like this. Like when we
Yeah.
added in Chase and Dylan, we went from like an hour to easily another hour on top
Yeah.
of it. I was just like, That was kind of crazy.
It regulates too. Like I film so many podcasts, I'm like, I used to try to think like, okay, I'm gonna keep it 30 minutes. It's like, well, why? Like if a good conversation is good, let it roll, and then sometimes guests suck. Like it just goes back. Yeah, it just goes back and forth.
Oh, I do want to talk about that one story before we started. About you were talking about like doing background checks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was here one time and this dude just like starts banging on the door, and I'm just like, what is going on? And I open it. And he's just like, hey, man, he's like the shorter Mexican guy. And he walks in, and he's just, yeah, is this a gym? I was like, yeah. He's like, I want to check it out. I was like, all right, I'll give you a tour. And he's looking around. He's just like, just being real weird. And I was like, he's like, well, how much is it? I was like, $60 a month, or 50 at the time.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, dang, dude. I was like, yeah. But I was like, what? We do military discounts, first responder. He's like, do you do ex-felon discounts? And like kind of pat me on the chest. Just kind of laughing. I was like, actually, we charge extra for that.
I was gonna say, dude, I definitely charge more for
liability charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sign 2 waivers.
Yeah, that background check stuff, that is definitely something
we'll add on.
We might. There's been times where I'm just like, should I sign this guy up? Should I actually sign him?
Yeah, and usually like when you ask yourself that,
Probably
you're like, probably I shouldn't let him sign up. But like even when you do, I've always noticed like they kind of just fade out like so quick. Like they're like a 1 month member, and then. But yeah, I don't know. Background checking would be so hard as a gym like this and like mine, but it's. I don't know. Like gyms that are so family based, you probably want to protect it. Like, is it worth that $60 a month to have like a guy that might fucking kill someone?
Realistically, no, it's not.
Because there's actually been 2 people that. We've had to throw out.
I was like,
yeah.
Oh, he's like, kill people. I was like,
no, that we've had to throw out.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Who
was
before, that? I don't even know their names, but they were freaking weird.
Yeah.
One guy would go get high back in that like shower. That's that nasty.
Oh yeah.
Pee shower.
Yeah, he would actually take showers back there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
he just got the shower going.
Yeah, smoke coming out the top. Is that steam?
It's from the water.
Yeah, a young kid, man. He was messed up.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, Bench had to kick him
That's
out,
sad.
and then there was one other guy that was he was an ollie lifter, angry dude, and he just snapped one day.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Shot
What do you
everyone
mean
up.
by snap? Like, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
he just started screaming at people.
Oh wow.
Man, he tried to run someone over in the.
Oh jeez, dude, that's like that's just
Like a
assault.
psycho.
That was a long time ago. That was actually when the owners of the gym were actually training here. Tried to run her over.
Oh,
yeah.
Megan! Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow. Have you guys had like a welcome to gym ownership moment yet? I mean, it's like every day, but like, have you guys had like a crazy like a moment that's like?
I mean, honestly, the only thing I can think
Before-
of is like whenever people weren't paying for memberships is like really the moment where I was like, you guys just do not give a fuck about like anything.
Yeah.
I think
I've
that was
had that a
probably,
bunch
like,
of
the
times.
moment.
Before I even thought about like being an owner at Brewhouse, I remember a long time ago there was this homeless guy that kept on like it was like really late at night. I was training really late, like around this time, and this homeless guy, or maybe he was on drugs, I don't know, kept on like trying to like climb inside. I think I was doing like lunges or something, and he was like, "Hey, can I come inside and help you?" I was like, "What do you mean by help me?"
What do you mean?
It was like, "Let me come inside," like a fucking vampire from Sinners.
You have to invite him in.
Yeah. And I'm like, "No, this is a private gym. Please leave." And as soon as I started walking away, I closed the bay door because I was kind of scared.
Oh,
lock it?
the worst. There's people that used to sleep in the tires.
You told me about that one time.
I guess we could talk about that too.
Well, the other day there was a guy that was by my truck.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the guy like walking away from Claudio's truck. I don't know what he was doing in the corner, but the bay door was shut, thank God.
Yeah, and then I walked back there. He was like loitering a little bit, and then like he saw me looking at him, and then he left.
Yeah,
He's been around here a couple times.
There was one time I was leaving the gym late at night, and I mean I was just walking by the tires, and I just see these eyes, boom, open.
Oh,
And
that's
the
so
guys-
scary.
And this guy gets out, and he was a black guy, like, but he was like real dark, and he was the same color as the tire, and you couldn't see him at all. He was curled up inside, and then you see his
sleeping
eyes
in the
open
tire
up.
is crazy.
Dude, there's a time where I got a message from this guy
yes,
who
that's
goes
what I was
here.
gonna say.
And he's like, hey, bro, there's some dude who's been passed out by the dumpster for like 2 hours. I was like, well, did you go like talk to him? He's like, nah, bro, I got my girls. I ain't risking it. Because he was like with his sister and his girlfriend. And they like get into, they just leave. And so I was like, okay, I get on the cameras, and it's some fat dude just face planted by the dumpster. You just see it. You see part of his shirt and his legs.
He looked dead.
He was like,
honestly,
text
looked
us in
dead.
our group chat, and then we're all just looking on the camera, just peeking.
Yeah,
at him.
just watching. He's
not
not
moving.
moving. And so I call the speakeasy, the bar next door to us, and it rings, and the guy answers, and I'm just like, hey, is there like an owner or manager there? He's like, nah, it's just me. I'm the bartender. And I was like, hey, bro, I'm the owner of the gym next door. There's some dude just passed out by the dumpster, hasn't moved for like 3 hours. And he's like, is he wearing a lime green shirt? I was like, yeah. And he's like, yep. He said he came in a little bit earlier, and we refused to serve him. And he stumbled out of here.
Shit.
I was like, well, he hasn't moved, and he might be dead. And I watch the cameras, and I see these two bartenders walk over, and they're just looking at him.
They just fucking stare at him.
And they're
dude.
kind of like talking, and one guy kind of comes over and like nudges his leg. And I know the dude's probably just like, ooh. And then they end up just leaving. They just walk away. And then I get off. I get back on like 20 minutes later, and this dude just hunched over, just on the ground. And then he eventually like gets up, stumbles around the building. And so I'm like, all right, I get on the camera in the front of the building, and he's not there. And I'm like, where'd he go? And I go back to the other one, he's just not there. So either he just like collapsed on this like side of the building, and then like got thrown in the trash or something, or he just got like kidnapped. I don't know what happened.
His
just
kid needs to
vanished.
harvest it,
He just
dude.
got abducted.
Yeah, he just vanished. Like, because I looked at that camera for the longest time. This camera, he might have just passed out, or I don't know. But
I mean, luckily he was gone the next morning. That's all. I
luckily
cared
he
about,
didn't like
dude.
get into a car and drive
He
away.
became
Yeah.
an organ donor.
That's how we found one of my buddies one time. We were out in Florida, and there's like in Destin, there's a bar called AJ's, and then right next door is the Coyote Ugly. It's open later, so like AJ's will close, and you go over to Coyote Ugly. So we're over there, and we're like, oh, where'd our buddy go? He was in our group. So as we're leaving there, we're looking all around, and out from behind the dumpster he comes. He's like, oh man, we were like, what are you doing back there? He's like, oh, I was sleeping, and he's soaking wet. We're like, where were you? Why are you all wet? And he's like, oh, I was sleeping behind the dumpster, but I got really hot, so I went and cooled off in the water. And like, this is Florida on the beach. Like, dude went and jumped in the ocean, and then I guess went and just took a nap behind the dumpster behind the bar. And that's where we found him.
This
at
sounds like a
4 a.m.
secret. This sounds like a Secret Service story. Actually,
This was EOD school,
Yeah.
so even more debauchery went on at EOD school. So
That's so funny.
yeah, that was oh man, those stories were crazy. Did I tell y'all the story about the U-Haul truck
no,
and why my call sign's Coyote?
I think.
no.
maybe I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
Wait,
it's kind of a similar thing. This is the
you
same
said it was
guy.
Coyote, but I don't know what.
I don't remember
yeah.
if you gave like the details.
Yeah, this same guy that we found behind the dumpster, we're out in Alabama goofing around. There's this little town called Dothan. They had some bars, and that was a place we'd go and, just try to ruin people's lives, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, we just go out there and act like fools. And we were drinking, partied all night, and then we were like, all right, well, let's go home. And he was driving us back. And we're all in his Tacoma, which is really tight for, like, 5 people to all be in, 5 grown dudes. And we're getting real tired on the way home. It's like 4 a.m., something like that. So we pull over at this gas station out in the middle of nowhere, Alabama. We're like, all right, let's just go to sleep. So me and him get out because there's not a lot of space with all the seats moved back for everyone to sleep inside. So I start trying to sleep in the ditch. He's trying to sleep in the bed of the truck. And he just goes, man, I can't do this. And then he looks up and he's like, oh, over there. Let's go over there. And I'm like, what? And I look over and there's a U-Haul truck in the parking lot. So I'm like, okay. So we go over. Sure enough, back door's open and there's a bunch of moving blankets in it. And I guess they had this there to rent from this gas station, this one U-Haul in the middle of nowhere. And so we all hop in the back of the U-Haul and go to bed for the night with these blankets. Wake up the next morning, this lady throws the door open, and my buddy jumps up, like kicks me, and I'm like, oh crap! And we all just start jumping out of this U-Haul back into his truck, and she's just in shock. And we're hopping in. There's like the Indian dude that owned the gas station's like in the front, panicking on the phone, like trying to figure out what's going on. So we all jump in the truck and drive off. And whenever you're doing, like when you get into EOD to get your call sign, you have to tell a funny story at your court date, which is just a big drinking game. And so I tell my story, and that was the one I told, and they gave me the call sign Coyote. or Coyote.
Oh, Coyote.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Coyote
I think-
5-2.
I think you told me the story when we were playing Battlefield. I think that's where I heard.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
We're like in the middle of
I
Battlefield.
remember.
You're just like, yeah, I
Yep.
took a nap in a U-Haul once.
Yeah, that's how I got my name because of well, it was funny. Now it's not too funny with immigration, but but yeah. Before ICE ruined everything, it was funny to make jokes about that stuff. But yeah,
It is what it is.
That's a good thing to leave it. Good.
I think, yeah,
point.
that was a good last little thing to talk about.
I just got to tell a military story every time we close it off. I got like 60 of them. So
I mean, it's so crazy how you have so many stories, dude. That's so cool.
This
I think
dude
the military's just like a
worked
frat
for
house, dude.
Biden at
yeah,
a time.
yeah, I did a Secret Service detail for Biden and Kamala. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw a
Dude,
clip of you saying what it was like to like see Joe Biden.
Oh yeah.
Did you wasn't that you
Yeah,
that
yeah.
posted
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he definitely
Human
looked
mannequin.
like a wax figure.
That's
it just did not
hilarious.
seem. None of it seemed real, especially when working with Biden's team.
That's hilarious.
It all seemed staged. When you start to really look at it too, like people will see the goofy clips of them like walking into gas stations or going to whatever restaurant or showing up somewhere random.
Or
You know,
Waffle House.
oh wow, look at
Yeah.
that! There's people here, normal citizens. How are you doing? No, it's all fake.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all fake. It's planned like way ahead of time.
course.
They got to go in like. So when Biden wanted to go to an ice cream place, what we have to do, and this did happen in Salt Lake City. What they go is, oh crap, they want to do a public thing. They want to go to this ice cream place, so they find an ice cream shop, and then they have to go there and basically tell them like, hey, this is what's gonna happen, and then it's what happens when Secret Service like blocks something off, they can just declare that federal property. And so yeah,
What?
yeah, and then so they just like basically take it for a little bit, shut down operations. Everyone that's in that area has got to be vetted and everything. So anyone that's like these random citizens that they're running into, like they've already been searched and questioned, and it's all staged. So yeah, and if we don't realize that now, we've just been
I think,
watching a reality, not even a reality television show, just a whole scripted television show.
I think it's hilarious when you talk about how you need to check a mattress for like
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Biden,
Dude,
and you just run and body
That's what I'm
slam
saying.
onto
You
it.
jump on
You
it.
jump
They have
on it
you,
and
like,
see if it
do
explodes or
anything.
not.
Yeah, it's like don't throw a brick or something like actually
Jump
heavy.
on
Your
it
whole
and hope
body
that
needs
if
to
it
be the thing to
explodes,
go
it's
on.
you.
The best is like you know you got to test all the toilets and stuff too, and the best is the people who will be like, I took a dump in the toilet. It's like, of course you did.
There's the bomb.
Everyone who's got the
Mandated
toilet,
poop.
Yeah.
you got to poop in it.
I found the
government
bomb.
time.
Dropped it.
But yeah, that is a funny thing. Is just going and like jump on the bed, karate chop the pillows, and all that.
Beating the shit out of a bed.
Yep.
You look at the curtain, the shower curtain.
Yeah, it explodes.
Yeah.
Close the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Now the worst though is like dumpster diving. That one
Yeah, it
sucks.
just explodes in your face.
Do you ever get worried like telling the stories? Like, are you allowed to like just like tell everything?
Well, once
I mean, there's
so
probably some shit
a
you
lot
probably
of
can't say, but-
that stuff, like the VIPSA, which is the Secret Service stuff. The stuff that would be like top secret would be the presidential movements or anything like that. But a lot of that, like once it happens, it's happened. Especially the United States stuff. Any of those like trips and things like that. It's pretty easy to talk about, but there's like other aspects to EOD that you got to like keep in. But the VIPSA stuff's cool because, yeah, like especially the presidential stuff, it's all like secret to begin with. But then like especially when you're there and as it's playing out, it's really fun to be involved because you feel like no one knew what was going to happen and how everything. You're like on the end, and then as it's being exposed, you know, the world's like slowly learning all the stuff you knew. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
Were you in the Secret Service?
no, I was an EOD tech, so we just aided in Secret Service missions.
Gotcha.
So any of the stuff like our mission specifically for them is called Find or Function. So
Oh yeah.
it's not like traditional EOD where like I would maybe find something and diffuse it or get called out to something and clip the red wire. This is like they just want you to die. So in place. Yeah.
Jump on the bed.
Yeah, in place is the
Damn,
president.
That's fucking wild.
So you either find it and you live, to be able to tell somebody, and
dude.
somebody can come in and defuse it, or you function it.
So
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, Spencer. So that, I feel like we talked about all these funny stories and everything. Have you had like a serious moment where like something's been found or like
You almost.
you know?
I mean, yeah, there was the time that the new chick popped off deck cord in my me and another guy's face, which was annoying. But that just kind of like damaged hearing.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
And well, yeah, I had this moment. Well, that one was crazy. So I come out the door, and she didn't call fire in the hole or anything like that. And me and this guy come out of the door right next to a wall, and the blast went off in front of this wall. Anytime, like you're in a room or hallway or against a wall, the blast waves will reflect. So if you're against a wall and you're just off of it, you'll get hit twice. If you're in a room, you can get hit by like one blast wave 6 times. It's crazy. But yeah, so it just knocks the crap out of us with that reflection. And it was a little bit more deck cord than was supposed to be placed, a little closer than it should have been placed, and nobody said fire in the hole. And so we just come out and like, oh, what's going on? They're like, oh, come outside, we're doing demo. I walk out this door to the building, and me and the guy, there's an explosion right in front of us.
Oh my God.
Boom! Right as we shove out. And I remember, like, I can't hear anything. I'm slowly coming in, just, it's like, checking myself.
Dude,
I'm like, I'm alive right now? Like, I didn't know if I was going to look down, there'd be a hole through my leg.
all
You
those
got a
dudes-
fucking Claymore set up.
Yeah.
Concussion grenade.
It sounds like a Call of Duty mission
Yeah.
when you like.
Yeah, that's what I was
blind
saying.
It was
it.
just like that. Yeah. Because I look over and, one of our sergeants is over there, like, yelling, like, you can't hear him. The guy next to me, he just he was in total shock. He was just standing there, like, trying to figure out what was going on after that.
Dude, that's
So you might
But yeah, because I immediately was like, whoa, it kind of stunned me a little bit. And the first reaction was kind of look down, like, do I have everything?
Am I alive?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
You're like, where's the hole?
yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there was that, and then, but like nothing real crazy on
That's nice at least.
real stuff. But as far as training goes, there's been some wild things that have happened. I have even more stories on that kind of stuff, like the reason I have a huge scar on the side of my leg being from an infection I got on a ruck. That was wild. That was fun though. Our team won that. We were out with it was like a ruck for the PJs, who are the pararescue guys. I don't know if y'all know who those are, but they're like the medics for special operations. And so we were out with them. They were hosting an event, and it was like a super long ruck. And that one, I had got I slid on my leg and got a big turf rash in a softball game. And then we went out and did this 11-mile ruck. Super hot, super dirty, and I think just after my sweaty pants rubbing and like getting in the dirt and all that, all day long on that ruck, and then coming back, there was like a 65-pound pack on my back too. And then we came back, ate and everything, thought I was all fine, thought my legs just hurt really bad because of the ruck. Woke up the next morning, went to get out of bed, and just immediately fell. As soon as I put weight on my leg, it just collapsed. I look and it's all swollen. It was like about to pop. My leg was so swollen, and I went to the flight med, which is where they let us cool guys go. And went over there, and the dude freaked out. He's like, "We got to get you to the ER now, or you're gonna lose your leg." And I was like,
shit.
"What the heck?" So yeah, that was another fun one.
Pretty casual, I guess.
Yeah.
But
All right, that's
I think that was pretty good though.
good
It was
to
a
leave
really
it
good
on.
podcast. This is our longest one we've ever done.
So,
Yeah.
Thank you, Seth and Josh, for coming
appreciate
on.
you guys
Thank
having me on. That was
so
fun.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Coming on the podcast, especially again, Seth. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank you,
having me.
Josh, for.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having a great gym I can come to when I'm down here.
Yeah,
Do it
absolutely.
again
I really need to
sometime.
come and visit your gym too.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
That'd
great.
be cool.
Maybe Pittsburgh will host something cool for you guys to come up to. But
Maybe
Might
you
have to
could.
go up to the Pro-Am.
yeah, I'm trying to sell the Pro-Am to Seth. That's my
Oh, yeah.
main mission
Okay,
because I want him
okay.
to come up and try to win some money and
Okay.
get more eyes at the fair for some top level guys. So
Well, you let them know at the Pittsburgh Pro if they want the
Yeah, dude.
Oklahoma Pro-Am overall champ to come out.
when's nationals for bodybuilding?
Well, I guess there's a couple national shows, but the NPC Nationals is beginning of December, so they just
Okay.
had the last one. I
So you'll
qualified
compete
for
in
both.
December?
Yeah,
Like this next December?
Yeah, I went ahead. That's the last national show that I'm qualified for.
Okay.
Because I wanted the most time.
Yeah, yeah.
Part of that, well, not because I need to put on any more weight, but I just wanted some time off,
Yeah, yeah,
time to work
for
on
sure.
business and everything. But I have a pretty good feeling that even if I don't get top 5, which is what you need to keep going in the national level, even if I don't get that, I mean, I should be able to bounce to a regional show and and kill it super easy, get my national qualification in, and then I can try. I think I could be wrong on this, like 5 different national shows that you can get your pro card at. So I might just give it a good year-long run at a couple of them and see what happens.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Thank you, and I hope that you can come down to the next Soukup.
Yeah, me too.
Showdown and make
me
it this
too.
time.
Are you
yeah.
competing or doing anything, Josh? I forgot to ask that too.
Arnold in 30 days.
Arnold.
Oh, you're doing the
Yeah,
Arnold too?
yeah.
Okay, sick.
Arnold 80 kgs. Probably do ASM and then try to do Worlds this year as well. So just the big shows try to do now. And if I compete like locally, I'll do like 90 kg or 105. Just compete up.
That'd be sick.
But
You have an Instagram? People can.
We haven't. I don't know if we asked that for Seth either. Did we get you to shout out your Instagram?
I don't know.
Too,
I think
but
you
yeah,
did. Just
both
Seth
of you
Soukup.
should do it.
Seth Soukup, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's Hendo 5'8". Everyone calls me Hendo.
Yeah.
My last name Hendo at 580.
Okay.
Just
Hendo 580.
They will be tagged,
Sweet.
so
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, this was fun. Man.
Yeah, thank you guys
Yeah,
so much.
appreciate it, man. Especially since like, cause you leave after today, right?
Yeah, I leave in like my flight's in like 6 hours.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, sorry about that.
No,
wanna
you're good.
I didn't realize it was
It's nice to
early.
do something like this when I'm away from home because I have 2 little kids. So
Yeah.
I'm just like homesick, so
Yeah.
just come train and forget about life for a little bit and talk
Yeah.
about random shit on here.
Seth, do you want to help him with the outro?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, guys.
What's the outro?
You tell him
So we do
No,
it every
no.
time.
Yeah.
You know.
Call him or something.
so
So
yeah,
I think we
call
should
him,
keep our
just call
aura
him.
with this one.
Yeah. I mean, we could. What do you mean? You don't want to do the outro? We always do.
We can. All right, you do it this
No,
time.
no, you got it.
Because
You
I
do it
don't want to
best.
Guys.
ruin this podcast.
What is it?
Okay,
Seth, do
fine.
it.
Oh, no, it's so dumb. They try to get you on this.
Oh, you ruined
No, you didn't have to say it.
it.
I was getting trolled.
Yes, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're
Show
gonna
your
troll
dick
you. We
or
trolled
something.
one guy. We almost got.
We got
Seth.
one person.
No,
who was
I knew
the
it.
best.
What'd you
the
show?
nicest
What did
person.
you do?
So we go every single time we do the same outro. We go, "Have a good day."
Yeah, and we just like
and
make
if
them
you're
do
the
it
only
by
person that
themselves.
does it
That's
wholeheartedly,
funny
you look
as fuck.
stupid.
Yes, the whole
You've only got one person.
We got Garrett.
You got the
And
nicest
the most
person.
genuine person who I
And then
felt
I
bad
felt-
about.
He said that.
Yes,
right?
he was like
so
the
bad.
nicest person to do that.
We got
to.
the worst guy.
Your brother was he was close.
Anyway,
That's-
he
that's
was. Alec was
hilarious.
like right there. He just didn't say the word.
Dude,
Yeah,
Dylan and
he's
Chase
He
were
was
just like.
staring so bad. Yeah, they're like, I've never watched the outro.
That's hilarious.
All right, well, thank you for watching and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Have a good day.